Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tabletop Notch and tonight's 52nd episode of Brunkhollow.
A whole year.
A whole year.
Year of Brunkhollow.
That's special.
That is true.
That's true.
In some ways, and in other ways, not at all.
Longer.
Welcome back, everybody. We're so glad to have you with us this evening. We've got some exciting stuff on the horizon, including the imminent, hopeful rescue of Landry Beckham in the basement of this loser's house on the south side of the river. But we have some stuff to say ahead of time. Very importantly, of course, it is Notch and Soda night.
Yeah!
Let's go.
So for all our subs and subscribers, and those are the same thing, stick around after the show. We're going to answer questions. We'll hang out. We'll have a little fun, do a little dance, listen to a little music.
Take off pants.
What?
Do a little dance, take off our pants.
Yes, go to France, take up a dance. So stick around. So if you've been gifted a sub, or if you sub now, if you've subbed previously this month, or whatever, you're welcome to stick around after the show and hang out with us. So please do.
You're more than welcome. We want you to.
Yeah.
We want that.
Desperately. If you're not there, we will be depressed.
So sad.
But in addition to that, let's do a little roundy around the table go around.
Sunday Night Live right now. Twitch.tv/tabletopnotch is where you are, and we are with you, and we love to see that. We love to see your emotes and your chats and everything. Thank you for being here with us. Other ways to gifted subs. Jordan will get to that, I'm sure. But if you don't like live action, you can watch unlive action and listen to it as well.
Action.
You can watch Dead Action. Tuesdays, the podcast rises from the grave. Fridays, the VOD is smashed together with, and stitched together of pieces of our bodies.
Frankenstein style.
For our necromancers.
Yes. Unless you subscribe or are a member
This is
on
a really good one.
Patreon,
This is really good. These transitions are gonna rock.
in which case you might get early access to that VOD. In which case you might get early access to all sorts of things. You get uncut roll zones. You get all sorts of good stuff. But that is how to hang out with us between Sundays.
Speaking of hanging out with us between Sundays, you can check us out on all social media. You can, if you've never seen D64 drop one, drop lowest, whatever. You can comment and be like, this seems dumb. You know? We love when you do that. We really love that.
I wouldn't do that.
Speaking of both Roll Zone and social media, Avery's Rollies video was a big hit.
Oh, yeah.
Always a good reminder that people hate when you do things that aren't optimal.
Absolutely.
I would kill this character immediately.
I'm rage bait.
Why even play the game?
And you know what? So true. Why even play the game? Anyway, you can like and follow all of our videos, share them, rage on social media. We love that. At Avery.
All your hate.
Tag her with your point buy stats.
Yeah,
That's so much better than
Make me feel like garbage.
That's how we welcome a guest here at the channel. Additionally, again,
It's in the contract.
Yeah, 100%. Please get some merch. That goes to support us. We really appreciate it. There's stuff to drink out of, stuff to wear, stuff to carry your shit in. Stuff to write in.
Yes.
Let's not forget about that. So, check it out. We got Father's Day coming up. Get some merch for your daddy.
Get some merch for your daddy. Yep. Go to discord.gg/tabletopnotch.
That's my mom.
That's your mom. Yeah.
I forgot about Talon's fake mom.
Oh yeah, that was a good time. Anyway, the Discord is a great place to talk about everything and
Fart in the disky.
Farm and fart.
There's
Fart
fart in the disky.
Fart in the
Fart
disky.
in
Oh,
the
fart in the
Fart in the
disky.
disky.
If you haven't farted in the
Lost your
disky,
mind along with your hair.
it's all gone. It's all gone.
There's more lore to keep track of in the announcements
Yes.
than in the
Inside
campaign.
jokes
For
about 40
those who
episodes.
aren't watching live and are on YouTube skipping over this section, you're fucking missing out.
True. But I learned actually on Disky that what people like to do is they'll speed up this thing to see everyone's hand gestures and like eye movements.
Oh, that's
and that's
terrible.
the funny thing.
So we should do hand gestures.
Ready?
that are
Oh no!
confusing.
Everyone should stay exactly still for the rest of it, so it looks like something's wrong. like it froze or something.
Yeah.
Aren't they gonna turn off the video if we do that?
Probably.
Nah, definitely not.
All right.
Woohoo!
Oh wow.
Oh, podcast listeners are loving.
That was a good Disky moment.
All of us going.
Speaking of good moments, you can become a patron and enjoy things like Notch and Soda tonight. You can also enjoy moments with your own table with our homebrew PDFs that you can then infuse into your own campaigns. There's games, there's Thieves' Cant, there's all kinds of cool stuff.
Oh yeah, we were gonna do Snake in the Grass for Notch and Soda tonight.
Yeah, but then
and-
you had another thing planned. So
Yeah,
like,
that's
we'll
true.
save
Oh.
We had too much. We had too much. Next.
Too many games.
I have not been practicing all week. That's fine.
Not all week.
I don't like unknown things. They scare me.
Well, be scared.
Okay.
And I think that's it for me to mention about Patreon, unless you wanted to add anything along.
No, this
Oh, I
month
should
was
be dropping
something.
minis of Lamont and Val shortly.
yeah.
I don't know if you can see yet.
Oh, yeah,
I
has
think you
it
should have
come
seen,
up?
but
It
we
must
got the
have.
fan art finished.
Yeah.
The fart.
The fart, not fan art.
No,
The official
no,
art.
Lord.
Hard. We
It's a
dare.
fart on the table right now.
It's actually
Art on the
it's
table.
official art. It's OF art. It's official art.
Not fan art. That's so true.
OF
OF art.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
go to OF.
Check the part.
Go to the tabletop notch OF. You can find art.
Oh, Jesus
A
Christ.
special
Fucking
thank
page.
you to Art Twins, or Art Twins, I think it's kind of smushed together, who did the awesome art for our regular artist was not available, and we didn't want to pick an artist that sort of was an approximation of our other. Oh, there's
There's one.
so we turned to another
What is
phenomenal
going?
art.
Oh, I was like, is there a fart somewhere? Like, what are we all pointing at? I couldn't see.
It's you farting up there.
Like, what is going on? What am I looking for?
So thank you to Art Twins. Really, really awesome stuff. If you need some really cool stuff, check them out
Very
as
cool. I
well.
love it.
To go with our other amazing artist, Bone Dust, aka Victoria. So check that out. Thank you all, and I think it's about
Thanks,
time.
some wonderful people. Sydney subscribed. Alexander Rose subscribed with Prime, which you can do for free if you have a Prime membership. Breezy resubscribed. Plague Doctor resubscribed. Pika resubscribed. Orachidu gave out 2 community subs and then did 1,000 bits. Thank you so much. Resubscribed. Lowbrass Guy gave out 10 community subs. Thank you so much. Skywolf Runner resubscribed. Oh my godness. Oh my godness. Orachidu did 3,900 bits and then they gifted another sub and then 100 bits. Abditas Gaming did 69.
Oh, nice.
69 shots for 69 beers.
All right.
Oh, okay. We're all.
Oh, we're doing it? Oh, we're doing it?
Cheers.
Cheers. Done.
Damn it.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers.
And send your energies to Erica Ito, who's doing her final
Final
performance of her
performance
Wicked
of
national
Wicked.
tour. Send your energy to Erica tonight. This is it. This is her
We
final
love
one.
you, Erica.
We love and miss you.
Amazing.
Very exciting. Okay, I think it's time for us to figure out what's going on in that GD basement. So, without further ado,
The GDB.
yes. Without further ado, we're going to throw it over to the recap and then the intro, and then we'll dive into chapter 52 of Brunkhollow.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Oh, so previously on chapter 51, the rever-ending story. Annabel was approached by one of Brunkhollow's most mysterious residents who was looking for a line on TC, but the rest of the party was preoccupied, either at the Paramount or purchasing a pre-order of plate armor with an extra special insignia. On the other side of the river, Lamont and Val discovered Landry in a state of spiritual suspension, which he couldn't escape without a special ring he believed had been lifted by a goblin pickpocket. As luck would have it, it was the same goblin who had the box that Annabel was supposed to acquire, which was as good a pretense for partnership as any. The recovery of the ring was bookended by 2 critical conversations. One where TC revealed more about the specifics of his mission, and a second where Lamont expressed his concern that they might be in over their head and could use some help, which Val conceded with a heavy dose of reluctance and a spoonful of admonition. Is the Reverend James Bellamy, also known as Annabel's ambiguous uncle, alive, dead, or something else entirely? And will people struggle to take us seriously with Crenshaw's smiling mug emblazoned across our chest? Stick around and find out on chapter 52 of Brunkhollow. Oh, I can take that.
Wow.
I have some inspiration, but I wish it was for that. It's not. We have one inspiration before we get started here. This one is called I Seem to Be Struck by You for fans of 2000s alternative rock. Prevent a friend from potentially falling unconscious by taking over the paralyzing act of holding on to Landry Beckham's prayer beads. Oh, well.
Nice.
Thank you. A reference to this.
My
Paralyzer.
hero.
For me? How do you know that was for you?
That's because he rescued you from falling unconscious.
Oh.
Wait, were you trying to steal his inspiration?
Hey, I'm the one who got
I was like, I took the beads too. Oh no, you saved me.
Are you able
Yeah.
to? Okay, actually, I'm gonna read it. Don't worry about it.
All right.
I'll get one next week, Matt. Thank you.
Yes. In the bank. After pulling Illien back up onto the river,
Sorry.
he takes a few soggy steps forward. The second time in just a few hours that he's forced to dry off the old-fashioned way, having already taken a dip in the warmer, stagnant waters of Heron Lake, and perhaps even thinking about going back for thirds this evening. What has happened?
You've been disarmed.
My earring's gone.
Oh no. This is definitely means something. This means something.
Craig Crunch.
If he can formulate a plan that doesn't involve an over-reliance on Ramo Klein's questionable sense of honor. Being the one to help him out after she's pushed him in, it's Doxley that has the south-facing vantage point, because you're sort of pulling him up out of the water there.
Come on, you chump.
Yeah.
And from there, you look across the creek to the opposite row of houses. And what's usually a pretty quiet strip currently has a small crowd gathering over by that kind of docking area just a little ways downstream. It looks like things are getting a little heated, too. Though not to the point of anyone sort of throwing hands or brandishing weapons, just sort of some incensed sort of gestures, pointing behavior, scowls. One man in particular, not someone you recognize, seems to be drawing the bulk of the attention and the ire from the group. He's a dwarven fellow, kind of has tousled hair, rosy, almost sunburnt cheeks, and a dark purple button-down shirt. The noise of the river prevents you from hearing any specifics of what's being said, and the situation may yet cool off on its own, but for a part of town you don't typically hear much about, it sure has been a subject of much interest since your return. You saw that sort of Lamont and Val were returning from that direction earlier. Now you're seeing what looks to be kind of a verbal altercation over by the riverbank there. So you could try and sort of gauge what's going on. To actually sort of overhear anything, you'd actually kind of have to go over to the other side there, take the bridge to the other side. But I leave that to you.
Doxley starts to like heave her brother out. Yeah. You want to ring off there, brother? I think there's some drama about to go down over there.
Yeah. Looks like either of them could use a nice wet hug. Let's go give them a big hug.
Drown him in a hug, brother.
No, I don't really want to hug them. But yeah, that looks like something actually kind of serious.
All right, come on. Let's see if we can find out what it's about.
All right.
Walk along the bank, go across the bridge.
Hands in the pockets, kind of casual.
Sure, yeah. Do you kind of, I mean, it's day, and you can kind of blend in a little with the crowd, although there aren't too many people walking. Do you want to try to make it not sort of obvious that you're heading for them, like as if you were just kind of walking down the bank there?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you need stealth checks, and again, it's not to like,
Oh, you best.
it's not to not be seen, it's just to sort of not look like you're coming to
You're
see
not wearing
what
armor,
the fuss
right?
is.
Not wearing armor? No.
Bingo bongo.
Bingo.
We love
Bingo. Bingo, bingo.
Did you use it with
That's a
hands?
19.
No.
It's not for one.
Oh.
my brand new dice.
As you're walking down the bank, a couple people sort of see you guys coming, and right away you can tell that some of these people here are residents of the homes on this block. Like someone kind of comes off their porch and starts to join this little small gathering of maybe a dozen people, maybe even less than that, maybe like 8 to 10 people. And a couple of the faces that turn your way just give you sort of a questioning look because you are obviously not someone, like the people who live on this block generally know each other. They know all the other people and you are not of them. So you can just get a couple sort of eyes from them. And you can start to pick up on pieces of conversation as you get closer. Give me perception checks, both of you.
Okay. Do it again.
Left hand.
Yeah.
It's the left.
This
18 for me.
18 for me.
Okay.
Let's go.
Boom.
You're picking up on a little bit of back and forth. So the first person that speaks is sort of a broad-shouldered woman. She's got a headscarf, full scowl on her face. Looks like she's missing a couple teeth too. And she's gotten up in the face of that dwarven man with the purple shirt, the kind of rosy cheeks. And she's the first piece of conversation that you can kind of pick up on.
And we share that property. Agreed to go in together. And don't you forget it. You bring some kind of trouble along, it's not just your own livelihood that you're fucking up, it's the rest of ours as well.
And when she says that, there's kind of a couple other people kind of join in there. And the dwarven man replies to her.
You think I don't know that? I've no notion of these latest developments, no notion at all. As of 30 minutes ago, I was still out fishing on the Recluse. Clinkers coming around, stomping through our yard, scary noises, and you let that other fella down there after you said you were done having company. And now today, we hear some hobby-gobby skulking about the cellar with some skinny friend of his.
Another like,
First of all, that other fella is a good man that I can vouch for. And now second, who I permit to rent as a portion of my property is my business and mine alone. He sort of pushes back a little bit. And third of all, I don't know no fucking hobgoblin in Brunkhollow. If he is back there, it wasn't on my say-so.
And there's some grumbling at that. People not sure if they necessarily believe that last part. A couple other people step forward, a halfling man, a tiefling man, come a little closer over the shoulders of that woman.
You're a liar, and if you're into some shit, that's all of our business. What, is there some thieves guild fuckery going on? And listen, fella, either you board that shit up for a while to prove to us that you can mind your own, or we will dump so much sand down there you'll need the second coming of EOD to dig it back out.
And he sort of looks around. He's past the woman that's sort of up in his face. He peels a little more to the crowd there.
You're all okay with this? You okay with them telling a man what to do with his own home?
And Hal's kind of,
No, board it up. Get it boarded up.
and they start to disperse. Some people kind of sort of turn and walk.
You're all okay with this? Just damn it.
He sort of kicks at like a little crate nearby. And someone who kind of gets up one close, one of the men that sort of the tiefling man that came up close,
Don't you be a fucking liar, Fowler.
and he gives him a shove, and the man kind of windmills his arms because he's right by the riverbank there, like he might kind of teeter in, and he manages to sort of catches himself, and he's right on the docks there, that little sort of strip of dock like loading area there. And the other people start to turn, go back. Some people go into their homes and slam the door. Some go like down the ways. A couple people walk kind of by you and give you a kind of glare as they go by, but they continue on. They don't look at you much. They don't respond.
It was Fowler that got pushed.
They said, yes, the person that someone called Fowler was the one who almost fell into the creek there because they got pushed.
Okay.
But they all sort of went in their own separate direction. Not like they were gonna like torch and pitchfork over to the basement and like start boarding it up.
No, I mean, a couple people threatened to like, fill the basement. That's what they said. They were going to throw sand down there or something. But no, it doesn't look like they're rushing off to do that. They were like, they gave him an ultimatum, kind of like, get it fixed or we'll take care of it.
Got it. Okay.
And he's kind of picking himself up, but he's a little up ahead. You guys are still separate.
Okay.
That there's the man we've had so many questions after lately.
Yeah, I wonder if Gideon or the warden or anyone has actually spoken with him about what's actually going on down there.
I'm sure they didn't say much, but they did say that when we were being admitted into the prison that he was on the grounds getting questioned.
I kind of want to go over and question him myself. About that whole situation. But I also kind of don't care. So it's up to you.
Well,
what do you think? I'm curious.
Okay. Something fishy is definitely going on with that hobgoblin and the other circus one.
Lamont. He does have a name.
Sure. Something fishy is going on with them.
Yeah.
Lamont Goblin.
It's possible that they might attempt to go back into that basement again.
Yeah. Oh.
Our friends escorted them there. Maybe they've got more information on it. I think we try to prevent anybody from boarding up this basement in the next couple hours.
Yeah, especially if their friend Beckham is still down there.
Who?
Maybe Beckham.
How do you remember people? You haven't even met this man. How do you just remember his name?
He's a fan of their circus. I don't know. They know him from far off. At least that's what they told Clemens. Could be a lie. Okay. All right. That was pretty good talk. All right. Yeah. Let's go talk to him.
All right.
At this point, he's picked himself up and he's sort of brushed himself off. He's looked like he's headed back to his house, that one with the blue shingles that you've been in the cellar of. So he's walking back toward that house at this time.
Right before we get to him, are we sharing that like we've been down there before and it was freaking weird, or are we just trying to get information about what's going on, or how are we broaching this subject?
I would sooner reveal that we know that the Clinkers are talking to him than we know that there's poltergeists in his basement. And we went in uninvited. I guess we were kind of invited.
We were. Especially, okay, I think I got a plan.
Go for it.
Hey, Fowler! Fowler, right?
Do I know you?
I don't think so, but you're about to. My name's Illien Tyrun. Nice to meet you.
Fowler, I'm sort of busy, man.
I know.
Did it seem like he recognized that name?
Give me an insight check.
Ooh.
Left hand. 9.
Not that you could tell.
I know. We heard what was going on just a second ago.
I'm good. I'm glad everybody's up in my business right now.
Well,
That's great.
especially some of the Clinkers, right? You were over in Little Hollow a little while ago being questioned about what was going on. You see, we have some connections with some people.
You're a clinker?
No. Please. No. But we do have connections with some people that did question you. And we're here to follow up.
Connections with what people?
People you spoke to.
Yeah, which ones?
A Gideon?
What does he want?
He wants to know what you're doing with the situation of the basement.
What are you talking about?
Brave face, Illien. Brave face.
What is the last time you went down there?
A few days ago. I don't know what's going on here. Okay? I don't know what they're talking about. And I don't know what's going on. All I know is, a little while ago, the Clinkers came to me. They said, someone's coming to town who's looking for a space. Now, I'm a man of the gods. I'm not ashamed to say it. And I think they knew that. They thought I could set a place aside for a man who was coming to town to spread the word a bit. And I said, okay, I got a good space for him. Happy to have prayer meetings or whatever's happening in that basement. So that was the agreement. He gets to rent my space. The Clinkers pay me the fair price for the space that he's renting. But then he never shows. Right? He gets some, I don't know, health problems. He falls ill. They say he's not going to rent it anymore. So I've cleared out the whole basement for this man. And then he never comes. But then about a week ago, a man shows up at my door, claiming to be the reverend that was supposed to rent the cellar, after they told me that he wasn't renting it anymore. He demanded to see the space that had supposedly been set aside for him. After some questioning and skepticism on my part, the details he gave me, they were similar enough to what Gideon described. So I unlocked the cellar, I let him in. Yet he only stayed one night. Fowler said, sorry, I am Fowler. I heard quite a bit of shouting, raving. It was like the Reverend was preaching to a bunch of nobodies, a sermon of zero, a congregation of no one. Now, next morning, this man comes back up. I'm supposed to collect payment. Claims the space is unsuitable for his purposes. That he'd be renting a tent over by the goblins or something instead. He wants to rent a goblin tent rather than the basement that I set aside for his purposes. Now riddle me that.
Yeah.
So wait, you don't... Never mind.
What?
No.
Speak your mind.
So you don't know how fucked up this basement is. When you originally got this place, I don't know if you built this, everything seemed normal and peachy down in that cellar.
Yeah.
All right.
I built this house with my own hands, and the help of a few others on this block who are now no longer so much my friends.
So what was that all about? Why are they so up in your business about people being down
Because they think that I'm causing trouble, that I'm involved in something.
I see.
They see people coming and going in the backyards which have crop fields and gardens that we share, and they think that I'm, I don't know, inviting people that are nothing but trouble. After the Clinkers spoke to me, when I told them that the Revenant came, he only stayed for one night, I talked to Gideon, like you said. He said that something was going wrong in the basement. That it was, I don't know, haunted or something. Some shit. And I went down there. I didn't see a damn thing.
I understand. This is all starting to make more sense from what they told us and what we're telling you. Maybe we can clear this all up for you. We're sent to figure out, for once and for all, what is going on in that cellar. Me and a couple other folks, my sister and I.
No. Nobody else is going down in that cellar. The last thing I need is more people going down there when they just told me that nobody else should go down there.
So you're gonna make me go all the way back to Little Hollow to go ask Gideon, tell him what you said, and then make even more of a fuss, which will cause your neighbors to have even more of a fuss. Or we can just get this done in one night.
Yeah, how would your neighbors feel about a bunch of green and gray on your porch?
Make an intimidation or persuasion, whichever you I'll have Illien make it, actually. He was sort of he gave the sort of
fine.
lead on that.
Okay, 21.
That's better than mine.
You one of the people that's been down there already, right?
Yeah, just
Gideon
one.
said he brought a couple people down there when it wasn't in use.
It was us.
When can you come by?
I just gotta rally some of the troops and we'll be down. Not clinkers, sorry.
What are you talking about?
No, sorry, that was just a term. Some of my friends in town who are strong enough if something should go wrong.
Nobody goes down there who hasn't been down there already with Gideon.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we'll bring the 6 of us that were all there. Not including Gideon.
And with all due respect, after what happened last time, we're hesitant to just go down, the 2 of us.
Well, if you're going down there, there's maybe something else you should know. Okay? After I spoke with the Clinkers, and I went down in my basement and found nothing untoward of the kind, nothing suspicious, nothing spectral, nothing undead, I figured this space was fine to use. I thought I'd put some of my things down there. But then, a couple days ago, a man came by, a man that I know, a man that I trust, a missionary man. I'm from Esper. He used to come through there sometimes. Right. Now, Landry, the man who came to me, the missionary, he said he'd heard about this misunderstanding with Gideon and the Reverend who was supposed to stay there. He said he was interested in renting the space if it was still available, especially since it had been made big enough to hold prayer meetings or whatever he was going to do. I was happy to rent the space to a man that I knew, after the debacle with the man I did not.
Sure.
This was a man of the gods, an honest man. So I let him rent it. Okay, but I haven't seen Landry much. Difference in schedules. I go out in the morning. I don't know where he goes.
Okay.
I say that to say that I rented it when I guess I wasn't supposed to. So if there's somebody down there when you go down there, it's not... Nobody's squatting in my basement. I know that he's there.
Got it. Thanks for the heads up.
So don't yell at him. Don't do anything to him.
Sure.
We
He
will
paid
not.
the rent. Space is his as far as I'm concerned.
Great. So, in the next 30 minutes or so, is that a good time for you?
Fine.
One thing that, it's possibly above our pay grade, but did they mention anything in their last discussion with you, these clinkers, what happened, why it changed from the man wasn't coming, and then he was coming.
He said he had some kind of health issues.
So he wasn't intended to arrive in Brunkhollow because of these health issues.
That was my understanding, yeah.
And then a few weeks later, he's at your door.
Yeah. He shows up after they tell me. I don't know if it was a few weeks, less than that.
And it was him, you know, it was him. It wasn't somebody just trying to get, you know, a place to live or something.
I didn't know that for sure, but like I said, some of the details he said he spoke with Gideon and that he was a preacher. I mean, he knew his prayers, he spoke. Everything that he said lined up with what I'd heard about the man coming. I suppose he could have been some great charlatan.
Just for our records, what did he say his name was?
Bellamy.
Bellamy.
Something Bellamy. Reverend Bellamy. I didn't get his first.
Reverend Bellamy. It's an odd case.
It's not a case at all. It's just my shit. It's fucked up.
Well, we're gonna unfuck up that shit in 30 minutes, so just hang tight for us, Fowler.
Look, I'm gonna go over to Trusted Timber, and I'm gonna get some planks and some nails from Josie. And I'm gonna board that thing up. So, you got, I don't know, a couple of hours at most, depending on what Josie's availability is like.
We can make that work.
More than enough time. I don't know if it'll help at all, but here's, and I'm gonna hand over 10 gold. This is just from the clinkers, you know, keep it between us. You know, we don't need to go spreading around that this was happening, no one needs to know. We're just on a little mission for him, and we'll get word back to him. That's all it is.
So what's your hand in all this? You hired by the clinkers? He holds the gold up.
Yeah, well, Gideon and I, we go way back, and so it was just like, we'll do one thing for you, you'll do one thing for us. Don't want to get too far in with them, you know what I'm saying? Money's money.
Yeah, I guess. He puts it in his pocket. He seems a little reluctant to take the money, but like, you know, the people here, he doesn't seem like, it's one of the smaller houses on the block, doesn't seem overly wealthy or anything. Like, he seems like he, you know, would rather not take it, but he could use the money, so he does take it.
Okay.
Well, we'll excuse ourselves so we can go fetch our companions and we can be at your service.
I'll be at
Yeah.
Josie's if you don't find me here. Be
All right.
quick about it.
Yeah.
Quiet as a mouse.
Shame to waste such considerable space. Could be put to plenty of good use, even if it's not to be rented, but I need tempers to cool off in this little commune of ours. So if I gotta make a show of proving that it's not a front for something nefarious, and I guess that's what I gotta do. And he turns around, opens his door, goes inside.
What the fuck is happening in Brunkhollow, Illien?
I have no idea.
Everywhere I turn, it's just shit happening. None of it makes sense.
People need to make way for our plans. This is too much happening. I'm just getting in the way all the time. But, okay, we'll do this for Lamont and Val and for this Beckham fella, and hopefully they'll lead us to something that we can use for something. I don't know what's going on with them. Maybe Annabel and TC know.
Bellamy.
Yeah.
That's his name. Bellamy.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's even him.
I mean, after seeing what Annabel can do and what I've heard that this hag could do, maybe it's just someone that looks like him or possessed him or maybe it is just him. I don't know. I have to go find him and ask him some questions.
Yeah, let's just sit him down and say, hey, you possessed? Or
Hey, are you Bellamy or are you not Bellamy?
Are you Bellamy or not Bellamy? All right, let's go. Let's
do
go
it.
find our friends.
All right, let's do it.
Start to head back toward the bridge. After wandering amongst the goblin tents, returning to the main thoroughfare feels like almost coming back up from being underground, even though you've been outside this whole time. The way that it's kind of tucked away, the tension, the persistent kind of claustrophobic nature of everything being packed so tightly, it has a way of tricking your brain into thinking it's kind of taking in air for the first time in a little while. You come back out right by Paramount's front porch, where the bustling market is the focal point of most people's attention, but your minds are, of course, elsewhere.
The tale of Reverend James Bellamy, now with a name to match the man, only gets stranger the more that you learn. Your hope is that if Landry gets to a point where he can speak freely, not in brief, painful intervals, he'll be able to shed some light on a situation that has to this point kept you firmly in the dark. From here, it's less of the what than the when. You've agreed to meet outside the doors leading down to the cellar, but it's perhaps not sort of an immediate dash to reconvene. So will you ready yourselves with equipment or supplies? Will you seek out the Tyruns? Will you perhaps take a rest, risking perhaps Landry remaining suspended in this vulnerable state? All of this and more have to be carefully considered on this dry, tepid afternoon in Brunkhollow. So you've separated into pairs once more after coming back on the thoroughfare. So Annabel and TC are the first sort of off to the side as you separated from Lamont.
I'm planning to go fetch the Tyruns. Will you with me, or have you other errands? Can you be unsupervised, or shall you go inform on one of our comrades?
Yes. I don't know what you would mean by that. Of course not.
I jest, of course.
I've got to go get my inseam taken. At Cranshaw's.
Okay.
For your
I was wondering if...
TC's like, he's like,
I dropped my trousers.
I was going to say, is there a tailor in town? I did not know.
No, the armorer.
Of course. I'll go find the Tyruns, and shall we meet back?
Any weapon or armor needs?
You know, I can kill a man without a weapon, so...
Ooh, I believe it.
Yes, it is good to keep in mind. Anyway, shall I away and meet you at the Blue House?
Fine, yes.
Blue Shingles, rather?
If you can find the Tyruns, I will be there shortly.
See you then.
both of you give me perception checks as sort of moving through the marketplace.
Not one.
19.
19. One thing that you just notice as you start to head in the direction of Smith and West End, I'm assuming, sort of heading to the northwest end of town, you do walk by a face you've seen before, Sherman Meeks, there in the marketplace with his pelts, who sort of has a problem with goblins. You've seen his face about. And he's hawking to the general crowd. There's a couple people at his little booth that he's kind of set up there. Pelts, hides of all kind, good quality, tanned by expert hands. You want exotic? I got it. Direwolf, tiger, come have a look. And brand new ettercapped silk-hooded scarves. Keep yourself covered without sweating like a pig. 25 gold may sound like a lot, but not to those who toil all day in the sun. Believe me. He sort of is. He's showing these off to a couple people. They're these like fine silk scarves, and there's a woman who kind of walks up and he wraps it kind of around the back of her head and over her face as well. So it's kind of like a little. Her face is kind of a weird sort of. It's almost like a veil, and she's sort of. You can see her. You can see her like smiling underneath it, and she's sort of. It seems like she can see, even though the wrap is like around her face. Like it has this very sort of fine thread that allows her to kind of see within it. And she, after she unwraps it, and she takes out like a little coin purse, and she pays him the gold for it, and he.
Are you still kind of with me here?
Sure, yeah, right before she. You can as you sort of separate, you sort of tap her.
Annabel, one moment.
Yeah.
Come along with me. I've got an idea. I'm gonna head over to what was his name again?
Sure.
Sherman. 42 Walby Way, Sydney.
Aww.
And as you come closer, pelts, hides of all kind, good quality, tanned by expert hands. It goes through his routine.
I can see. Now I'll take one of these scarves at the early adopter price.
What the fuck is this?
Well, I suppose
You looking for some kind of fucking discount?
No, I wouldn't call it a discount. I'd call it spreading the word. You'd like to see young, fashionable, beautiful people wearing these around town so that everyone else will get eyes for them, I imagine. Wouldn't you?
30 gold.
Well, I've only got 20 on me right now, and, you see this fine young lady? Strikes quite a figure in the Damn it.
Flattery will get you everywhere, Mr. Welker.
What I mean to say is, the eye is drawn. Is it not?
I don't like gawkers.
And as I say, your wares, which are one of a kind, I'm sure, being adorned atop such a figure, will bring others to you. I have no doubt.
I can drop it down to 25.
It is awful nice.
It is so nice. 2 for 40.
Make a persuasion check. He looks skeptical.
More money. I'm paying more money.
You are paying more money, you sucker.
I am a sucker. Persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
Buy another one, you'll save on shipping.
7.
2 for 52.
Doing that maths quite well.
Yeah. You know,
Oh, it's all right. I don't need anything. We can walk away.
all right. Well, think about it. And I suggest you think about it as well.
Pelts, hides of all kind, good quality.
Oh. Get you in that scarf. Damn it.
That was when you were supposed to persuade me to stay. No, of course, dear. It's all right. We'll work on it.
Curses. Well, anyway, I
You
thought
can
it would
circle
be...
back and get me one.
All right. Well, now I look like a chump.
Well, perhaps you will.
And I'm not used to that. Unprecedented for me.
I'm so sorry. I'll see you in a little. Bye.
Bye.
You separate. Give me one more perception check as you walk away.
Didn't he say 25 earlier?
Yeah.
God damn it. Perception, 22.
22. You pick up, another customer has kind of come up to his booth, and as you were separating from Annabel, you just pick up on that a little bit, and you just hear him talking to that customer as he looks like he's wrapping up one of those scarves to give to them that's just been purchased. You there for the circus act earlier? And the person's like, yes, it's excellent. It was a stunning accomplishment. And it never fucking ends, does it? Mung beans allowed in the camp, allowed in the market. Now these hobgoblins walking around with their heads held high, fancy fucking coat. What's he thinking with that fancy fucking coat? He's better than us? Some kind of king of the beans with that fancy fucking coat? And the woman's like, I think I just like my scarf then. Then you continue to kind of walk away. But you can see that he sort of didn't like that.
Wow. Maybe I should have hated on beans for a little bit with him and we're commiserated. All right.
Continuing on to Smith on West End.
Yes, I'll go there first. CNC is before that. But
Yes, it is. I mean, they're right next to each
I'm going to hit it on the way back.
Okay,
I'm going to
great.
go to Crenshaw first.
Okay. Start to head all the way down to the end of the thoroughfare there. And as you start crossing the lawn to kind of get to the smithy, you can see Crenshaw has a set of plate armor that's hanging from a kind of mannequin or dummy. And it looks like he's working to adjust some straps, fit a few of the metal here and there, sort of bending it a little more or removing a couple pieces to get it to the size that he wants it to. Occasionally he stops to reference like a little piece of paper that he has. And then he goes back to work. So he's like referencing some kind of measurements or something on the piece of paper, and then he goes back. He's engrossed enough in what he's doing that he doesn't notice until you get pretty close, at which point sort of straightens, smiles, gives his beard a big scratch. The armor on the forward mannequin with the plate armor, it looks like a misery for roguish types. Restrictive, heavy, probably loud when the individual pieces are clanking in motion. But another armor rack just a few feet beyond it holds a chest piece that looks much more your speed. It's facing away so you can only see the back, but it's a beautiful hardened leather vest with separate shoulder pads attached via these big buckles, and it's dotted with dozens of metal studs to kind of reinforce the structure of the leather there. And as you come a little closer, can I help you, son?
Good afternoon.
I got a couple of requests in for the day already, but I'm happy to add you to the queue.
I
Not in a rush.
don't think it is necessary, as it is a associate of mine that came as a vanguard for me. I'm here for the studded leather.
Told you to be coming by to get yourself in.
Yes, we haven't been acquainted. I'm TC.
Crenshaw, you get from a big heart.
So, and then after that, he sort of gives you like a look up and down.
Not too big, not too small. If you can wait a few minutes, You can walk out with your piece right now.
Oh, a few minutes, you say. How about if you need some measurements,
Will
and
do.
I'll take a few minutes. I've just got to stop at the mailroom, and I'll be right back.
That'd be perfect.
All right.
Takes out a little string that he has. Gives you a couple.
Don't forget that in.
Chest.
Don't forget. It takes a...
And as he kind of
I
walks,
like a little loose in the hips.
he goes over to that other mannequin that has the sort of stud leather thing. He puts a hand on the shoulder and he rotates it around. And finally, you can get a look at the front there, where a gaudy likeness of Crenshaw has been expertly sort of carved into the leather. Not only has it been etched into the leather, there's a sort of bronze filament that has been added to it. So as it catches the light, there's like a shimmering, shining face of Crenshaw with his thumbs up, and on the top it says, "Gotta be Crenshaw's," and on the bottom it says, "Smith on West End." All the way from just below the neck to just above the belt. And he doesn't like show,
Yeah.
he just goes over to it, he starts kind of...
TC makes like there's a noise, just like. Are you sure there wasn't Doxley Tyrun?
correct.
It was Doxley Tyrun that came by.
Quite specific. Your nice discount.
Oh, good. What kind of discount would you?
Well, I knocked 10% straight off the top.
Wow. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Made sure to get the bronze in there.
I can see that.
See from a distance.
I can see that. Thank you. As I said, I'll be back in just a few minutes' time.
All right. See you in a moment.
Starts to go to work, kind of time.
It's only 4 gold discount.
Yeah, it's 4 gold.
Well, off of the whole purchase.
Off of mine. Doxley. What is wrong with you?
Woman loves a deal.
So you're heading over to
Yeah, over to
Narrows
CNC.
there. All right. We'll pivot back and we'll go to Lamont and Val for a moment, who watched TC and Annabel step away there. And sort of we're reversing in time a little bit, so we're back at the market there as they go off. You can see them kind of walk up to one of the stalls there. They look like they're looking at someone with some pelts and hides, and then TC continues down, so leaving the two of you there.
Well, shall we go wait for them by the house, do you think? I can't think of anything I would need to go grab necessarily.
No, me neither.
How are you feeling? Are you...
Tired. I'm tired.
Okay, well, why don't we go take a bit of a breather? If we wait no.
That
I'm
Brunkhollow
so tired.
Tell you what, if we wait by the bridge, then we'll see them when they come back around. They can't get by us without us noticing them.
Okay, sure. Sure, let's do it.
Sure.
Start to walk to the market there. As you guys are walking, you notice, because he's not being subtle about it at all, there's an elven man that looks like he's headed in your direction. And he's not like, unlike a lot of the people in the marketplace, he doesn't have like sort of a leather display case or a banner. He doesn't have any like products that he appears to be hawking or selling, any food products or cloth or hides or anything like that. Elven man, he's got kind of a red vest with these faded gold bracers and a blue bandana. A little showy, not anything too fancy, but like has a little dazzle to it. Yes?
I just as I see him, I just like give him like an appreciative nod.
He gives you a nod, and then he looks like he's gonna kind of walk past you and...
Glad to have caught you again before you skitter away. A quick demonstration, if you will. Huh?
Oh, performance.
If you would allow me.
Yes, absolutely. Val, how are you? Are you feeling up for performing, or
Always.
Shall I do this?
Always.
Always?
No.
But I
Not
think
a performance on your end. For me to you.
Oh,
And as he sort of puts his hands together, when he takes them apart, he has like 2 flowers that he just had in his hands. And then in another moment, he claps his hands back together, and the flowers are gone.
Huh.
And he sort of reaches behind his elbow, takes out a little card there from behind his elbow, folds it, and it's gone. Folds his hand again, the card comes back. And he flicks it by you, and you turn to watch the card go away, and it kind of disappears, and you turn back to him, and he already has the card back in his hand. So he performs this like series of kind of quick, elaborate sleight of hand tricks. At one point, he kind of reaches forward behind Val's ear and produces 2 coins there in his fingers. Both of you give me perception checks.
Yes! Come on, circus freaks.
That's not very motivating.
Did you do really bad?
Yep, that's an 8 for
I
me.
think I am a 7.
And finally, he sort of, all the things he kind of had in his hand, he sort of clasps them. And the last thing he does is he opens his hand, a little bird kind of goes out and flies away.
Wow.
My name is Montaigne, or Marvelous Montaigne. And if you have ambitions to create some kind of venue for entertainment, or regularly scheduled act at an existing venue, I hope you will keep my name in mind.
Absolutely, that was incredible. You've really got quite a gift.
Thank you.
Do you happen to have a card I could take that doesn't turn into a flower or anything, so I might be able to reach you?
Perhaps,
He scratches the back of his head and
my God.
he takes out like a little piece of paper, and it's like a torn piece of paper that has his portrait on it, like a picture of him. Give me a perception check, both of you, as you're kind of looking at
Let's
it.
change die. Okay.
Oh, that's much better.
That's way better.
That's not much better for me, but you.
I got a 19.
I got a
19.
9.
As he hands it to Lamont, you take it, and it's mostly just a portrait of his face, but at the very bottom, there's like a piece of a letter that's torn, and it looks like it was saying like gold at the bottom. Like it looks like it's a torn piece of a wanted poster is what it looks like. Like he took his wanted poster, tore his likeness out of it, and he's handing that to you.
Nice. I see you're in high demand.
Entrepreneur.
a little souvenir from back home.
I understand. Do you live in these parts now, or are you just coming through?
Yes, you can find me in the Gnome Nook up on the hill.
The Gnome Nook.
Yes.
Excellent. Well,
Both of you give me insight checks.
okay. Not terrible.
Come on.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
better.
yeah.
There we go.
15 for me.
Unnatural 20.
Natural 20.
Abnormal
We
20.
say dirty. There was like the slightest little hitch. He like looked like he was about to point somewhere else, and then he pointed kind of up toward the hill, almost like you get the impression that he is lying about having a place up in the Gnome Nook, that he's staying in town, but somewhere else.
Do we get more of a sense of where the direction was that he pointed?
Kind of, I mean, vague, but like to the southeast-ish end of town.
There's a stinky latrine like right here. It's like, oh, I don't live there. I live over here.
No, I don't live in the Shrek toilet.
I mean, there's a lot of buildings, but roughly to the kind of southeast-ish area.
I hope to see you around.
Oh, I think we'll be around for at least a couple days.
Wonderful. Marvelous Montaigne.
Turns and he goes.
Andre Lamont!
What did you think of him?
Well, he's talented. Not entirely sure I'm a fan of what those talents have been used for.
It's never stopped you before.
Well, there's a lot of reasons why people do the things they do. I didn't have any reason not to trust him yet. We'll see. It's a while before we'd be needing his services anyways.
I think Silas would have liked him.
He does have a taste for magic.
Heading down toward the bridge there.
Yes, I think. Well, shall we?
Yeah.
As Val turns to head in that direction, she sort of takes the first couple steps, and you see that, like, tucked behind her collar of her shirt is a small, like, piece of parchment that looks like when he went to sort of do a little trick behind the ear, he might have slipped that there. So she doesn't see it. She didn't feel it, and so you see it as she's sort of walking away there.
This is like a loser on the back.
Just a kick me sign. Oh,
He does so.
one moment there. Just go ahead and grab it. Seems he left us another souvenir.
Oh.
Oh my god. Secrets.
secret. Come on, man.
It's a little cryptic, and you've dealt with enough people to get a notion without knowing exactly what it means. It seems like there's some thieves' cant coded messages in there, but you're not fluent in thieves' cant, so you don't know. But you can recognize that there's like a coded message in it because you've dealt with people who travel in those circles, but you don't speak it yourself. So you don't.
I can't quite read it.
I'm an idiot.
I have many talents, not just performative ones. I'm a comic as well.
It's still fairly performative.
I'm not sure that man knows what that means.
I find that spectacle creates opportunities to approach bold citizens. You would agree with that.
Yes.
Give it some thought, and when next we meet, perhaps we can cut down a tree or two. We really liked you.
Yes. Do you think cutting down a tree is a euphemism? Well, I'll keep it in mind.
He wasn't unattractive.
And neither
No
am I.
monoculous.
Yes, continue to walk. We'll pivot over to. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, I love this town.
They're always up in my shit everywhere.
Yes.
We'll follow Annabel there, who travels. Which direction are you? If you're splitting from TC, sort of heading
Yeah,
east, south?
I'm
Which
gonna
way?
head towards where the Tyruns were for the bridge, and
Okay.
then just see if once I get to the bridge, if they're not there, try to figure out where they might have gone.
Great. Tyruns and Annabel, give me perception checks, sort of time-wise, as you're kind of coming back, when they're coming back from across as well.
16.
15.
An unnatural 20.
Great. You do indeed. As the area sort of close to the bridge there, now that EOD is a little out of service, has cleared up immensely. Like at this time of day, normally the streets would be packed. You wouldn't be able to like pick someone out of a crowd, but it's very open. It's like you can see Maeve's house all the way down, which sometimes you wouldn't be able to see with so many people there. And you do indeed see the Tyruns coming over the bridge, and you guys spot her coming down from the sort of busy marketplace there.
All right, rally the troops. Annabel.
What are you?
Oh!
Can you?
Oh!
Can you just?
And by that I mean.
No, don't even.
I'm
Don't.
sorry, that's really my bad.
As she's walking towards him,
See, after we said.
Mr. Tyrun!
Yes,
What happened to you
your old
not wanting to
friend.
be my friend?
Oh, that we discussed that, and now it's just one ear or the other. I thought we're all good friends now. I let all my guard down. All right.
Hey.
So, I really hope that the new friends you guys went and took to the goblins, that they still want to get into that cellar because we have a way to get in here, like in the next 40 minutes. We gotta go.
Oh, all right. Yeah, they might have wanted to rest or something. TC's getting his armor, but yes, they definitely want to get back into that basement. Let me fill y'all in on what happened.
And you too, we learned a little bit about Bellamy. Do you know who that is?
We do indeed.
Wait,
He's the
really?
preacher.
Dang, that's not as cool now. I know who he is. All right.
Did you get a first name? Just Bellamy?
James.
James Bellamy. Wow. You know more than me.
Is
I
that?
am sorry to disappoint.
Was that name acquired by speaking with our new companions?
It was indeed, yeah.
Okay.
As y'all know, he ain't dead.
He's surely alive.
Yeah. And what's more is he actually came back to town and got his ship, which I had assumed he didn't come back to town, maybe wrongfully.
He came back?
Yes, he got his ship back from the goblins.
Well, some of it.
Some of it, exactly. Yeah, TC seems to have some of the rest of it.
Yeah, he certainly does.
But you're still not sure what it is that he grabbed?
Oh, he got a box that I was asked to acquire by the goblins who let me into Fort Contrition.
Just a box?
Probably has
I
stuff
don't
in it.
have a lot of information on what it is. It seems to be a very important box. It's described to me as quite a fancy looking box. But that's all I know about it. I don't actually give a fuck about the box. I mean, I'd like to keep my word to the goblin who let me in, but I'm far more interested in Bellamy and the hag that he is close with. So they went to find Landry, but they are cagey, and they think Landry will lead them to Bellamy, who's the real person they was looking for. They said he left in a hurry, and then Val said, "Shh."
Seems pretty cagey.
She said it just like that.
Yeah, it was great performance.
Okay, so they're at
Andre
least...
may be the weaker link that we can get a word in, but Val is a little too with it to give us a lot of information.
All right. Well, we found out a couple of other things. I realized I need to get some weapons if we're actually going into this fucking basement again.
Yeah. Anything tipped in silver is good against ghosts or poltergeists?
Oh,
if you have something like that?
No, I don't.
Our weapons were okay last time when we survived.
Yes, but something with magic is better. I obviously can't be doing that in front of strangers, and silver is obviously ideal. I guess I could run over to the smith and see if I could tip some arrows, although I'm desperately short on cash.
Would Samson good at that
good
place?
gold,
Would that place have? I can't remember. Did we
Silvered
ever
arrows?
see, like
Ammunition?
silvered anything?
They might have some of that. I mean, metallurgy is probably more Crenshaw's
Okay.
domain. Like he's more likely. I mean, it's possible that Good as Gold bought some from him to sell at their store, but that's a little more sort of a Smith's domain.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Well, I suppose we should walk over and meet TC at the smithy so we can get some silver. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, silver's good to, if you have a silver weapon, it's good against a lot of different things, not just ghosts, so it ain't a bad thing to have on hand.
All right.
would you guys wait for me? I just need to go get my armor on and then go grab Striker and my other weapons.
Is that silver?
No, but if I gotta grab him, if maybe he could, Crenshaw could put a lining on it. I don't know how
Yeah,
that
we
works.
can do that, sure.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the
Can you
camera.
just grab my javelins?
Yeah. All of them? How many?
The ones in the quiver. There's 6.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, and I'll be off.
Alright. So, we'll walk over, intercept TC, I guess, and then they made them promise they wouldn't go in the basement without us.
All right.
Because, we'll see.
So we spoke to the owner of the house, Fowler.
Yeah.
The remaining residents are pretty grumpy about. They seem to know that there's some mischief happening in a basement. But we posed as clinkers, saying that we were following up for Gideon and stuff. He was
his clinkers.
Well, no, we were speaking to him on behalf of the clinkers, like third
Fair.
party,
All right, sure.
Independent people. So there were some things that we did learn a little bit about. A week ago, their fella showed up.
Yeah.
Sure, to investigate.
Lines up.
But the original man, Bellamy.
Yeah.
So the clinkers set aside that basement for him.
Okay.
And then...
Little timeline makes it.
Huh?
Only a couple days ago did Landry start renting the basement.
Sure, okay.
You said it was like a week ago.
Oh, I wrote down a week ago, man shows up. But okay, a couple days.
I think they were talking about Bellamy.
Bellamy, yeah.
Got it, okay.
So Bellamy shows up a week ago, Landry shows up a couple days ago. Is that right?
Yeah. Okay, but even before all of that, a couple weeks before that, the clinkers said they had set aside this place. Yeah.
Right.
So they set aside this place, but then they said to Fowler, the owner, that Bellamy wasn't coming. He wasn't going to arrive. There was some sort of health complication and he wasn't.
Health complication.
Yeah, I don't know. So that was it. That was the end of it. He wasn't coming. And then a couple weeks pass and Bellamy just shows up. He stays for one night and Fowler hears screams of all weird sorts. He figured he was preaching in the basement late at night. I don't know if that's actually a thing that people do. That sounds rather creepy. Does that and then leaves the next morning saying that the basement didn't suit him anymore and he went to the goblin tents instead, which is the last place he slept before he died, I imagine.
Yeah, well, when we saw him through the, rip in the space-time continuum, he was preaching, so I guess that he was preaching to people, though.
All right, not like a group of ghosts or something.
No, but
That's
they were
good.
all in tatters, I guess. I don't know. Fuck.
So I'm even wondering if this Bellamy fella is actually who he says he is.
But the one we saw was preaching.
Well, anybody can preach.
I guess, yeah. You're right. Anyway, Landry is somehow, if he's down in the basement apparently, and
Oh,
they
we
needed
found him.
to get, well, I guess we gotta rescue him or something. they have some ring that they were looking for that they said was important to him. We didn't get the whole story there, but I'm sure it will come.
Was he being held by ghosts in the basement?
Oh, yeah. I guess maybe he's being held hostage by ghosts in the basement.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's based on our experience.
Sure, yeah. Some stuff like that does happen, so.
So we should get some silvered weapons.
Yeah, I'm afraid we ought to.
You hear TC. Oh, jeez.
Right.
Welker? Alright. Doxley, how long did you know that TC was working for People's Ministry? For?
Why are you asking?
Do you trust him?
Yes.
Why? When you know that he is a double agent?
Why do I trust you?
Well, you shouldn't.
I trust you for some things.
Do you trust him for some things, or do
Yes.
you trust him completely? I think we ought to shore up alliances. I just vouched for him.
To whom?
The guild here in town.
Oh, that was nice of you.
Yes, and awful stupid, apparently. If he was informing on people in Paran.
I was confused about what he said when he said he was rising up the ranks. Does that mean...
I would assume.
As a man of the gods?
Well,
Can
as
you
of
see
the
Dixie
ministry.
doing that?
I don't know you know him better than me.
I do not know him better than you.
Well, there is some heat between the two of you. He might trust you. Maybe you ought to find out how deep those intentions go.
So you're asking me
Suggestion. Just a suggestion. I'm not asking you to do shit. I feel that you might want to know. Or am I wrong? Is it not concerning to you?
to...
You just let it go.
I'm not about to leverage my hate to get information from an ally.
Alright. Well, just pausing an idea.
Idea heard. I cannot wait for you to see TC's armor.
What?
Just wait, and I'll gesture toward Red Jaws.
In that direction. We'll pivot over for a moment to Narvos CNC.
Just to review, I had put an envelope inside an envelope. Like, it says Warden on the inside one, and it says, Jesus.
Byron?
Byron, thank you. Byron back on the outside one.
You make your way over to that west end. Again, you sort of were there for Smithy, but you follow that site of the white brick of the courier's office. Ornate bronze owlbear statue still sitting obediently outside. It's been there the whole time. And you find right now that the courier's office is in kind of one of its calmer states. It's not empty, but it's not sort of frenzied in here, which doesn't strike you as odd. Most people seeking to send correspondence typically drop it off in the morning before they start the day's work, or later as they've finished up and they've had some time to sit down. Because they also aren't in the middle of unloading a wagon or bringing packages in, all three of the primary Narvos CNC employees are present. Izzy's at her desk in the back. She's tying a string around a little wooden box, and she's talking to two people as she does so. She's sort of hands busy. Occasionally, she looks up at the two people that are standing there next to her. You see Micah off to the side, the halfling man sorting letters into piles, sort of looking at them, putting them into different sort of location-based piles. And then you see the final one, Wade, sort of slightly around a corner, and he's doing a poor job pretending to comb through ledgers of accounts while also sort of covering his face. Maybe falling asleep a little going through some of those documents. There's a pleasant smell in here, something lavender and mint, some incense that's sort of been burning throughout.
Very nice.
Some incense sticks are even smoldering over by the corner side, you can see them. And once again, if not for knowing that she has a hand in several other ventures around Brunkhollow, one would think this was a sort of simple, tidy operation, which of course it is, but information is power, and nobody knows that better than Izzy. She sort of sees you around the two people that she's talking to, and gives you a smile, and then she goes back to talking to them. So it's just those two people that are like in line ahead of you. So there's very few other people.
Yeah, I'll wait for now. Who's the one that's actually at the window doing the services at the moment?
I mean, Izzy is. She's at her desk.
Oh.
She has a package.
I see.
With over to the side, Micah's like sort of sorting some letters. He doesn't. Yeah, it seems like she's the like providing the services at this point. And give me a perception check as you come in.
Natural 20.
Let's go.
Even sort of casually, without trying to necessarily creep forward or pick up on it, you can hear a little bit of the conversations he's having with the two people that are in front of her at her desk. Now that's a base pay, and there's more where that came from. And you know I ain't one to let good hands go idle. Shame what happened, but I'm here to welcome you under our roof. Ain't nobody gonna starve around here who's willing to put the work in. So thank you. Why don't you come around later, we'll talk about what some of your responsibilities are. And they sort of give her a nod. Thank you, mate. Turn as they kind of go by. Sir?
Good day.
Mr. Welker, welcome back. There's something I can do for you today?
Yes, I've got a letter to send, and
Right.
also wanted to drop by. Forgive me, I've been out in the downwield for the last couple of nights on just a bit of a jaunt, and I know we said we were going to talk again, so forgive me if I've left you waiting.
Well, that's all right. I've had my hands full talking to plenty around here.
I'm sure. I missed a lot of action here in town while I was gone.
Seems that way. Awful lot of folk lacking direction in their lives after Bison skipped town. Shame to see. Pillar of the community that he was.
Truly.
Provided a lot of jobs, a lot of structure. Brunkhollow wouldn't be what it is today without Bison. I ain't ashamed to admit it.
That I believe.
Anyway, no shortage of help needed on my routes. Drivers and muscle alike, happy to provide jobs to those who already got some experience out in the downwield. So,
Good. Well, I'm glad to see you thriving.
when it rains, it pours, Mr. Welker.
Well, my business is actually not quite finished. I might be going out into the downwield again, but while I was here, I wanted to send a letter, and I'll...
She takes the letter and she looks at it. Baron Beck.
Found out an old family friend is still working at the prison here.
Well, this has become a funny little running joke, hasn't it? Every time you come in here, you're looking to send a letter that you could take 30 minutes out of your day to send yourself. At least this one's beyond the town limits.
I just would love to patron the local mail house to make sure that it stays in business.
I'm just giving you a hard time, honey. We got packages that we run over to Little Hollow. We can add it to the pile. It's 3 silver base rate, assuming it's just written correspondence.
Exactly that. Now,
Hand it over. She puts the letter. It looked like, as you sort of peek at a pile that she kind of puts it into, there's several other packages that look like they're headed over to Little Hollow. So some letters and packages. So it seems like that's not an uncommon occurrence, certainly. See to it that your letter goes out with the next batch.
thank you kindly. And perhaps when both of our dance cards aren't so full, we'll be able to have one more in-depth conversation.
That sounds lovely. I don't suppose that you writing to let them know how much you enjoyed playing dress-up these past few days.
No. No. Just catching up on some old memories with him.
Friendly relations with Mr. Beck.
Yes, my family's known him for some time.
It's a designation hard won. Not Mr. Beck specifically, but friendly relations with them at the prison. It's useful to some.
Knew him before. I certainly knew him before he worked there. Well, thank you again, Izzy.
Have a good day, honey.
I'm gonna leave. Go back to.
Yeah, back outside, and I'll say that's about where Annabel and Doxley kind of catch you as you're coming out.
Oh. Hi.
Hello.
We're heading to get our weapons silvered.
Ah, excellent idea. Capital idea. I should have thought of that. Let's. Doxley?
Sending some correspondence?
Yes, I think I already told you about what that was about. If you want to breathe down my neck about it. My collar is tight enough as it is.
Sorry.
Doxley, walk with
my
us,
mind.
please.
Yeah.
I see you've got eyes for our mutual friend. As we're kind of getting away from Izzy,
Yeah.
is wise. She's a wise woman. Wise to us, at least me.
In what way?
She accused me of playing dress up these past few days. Didn't get into it with her, but obviously she is well informed about our comings and goings recently.
That doesn't surprise me. If I were Izzy, and the prison and Bison were always at odds, I'd make allies with them too.
Seems like y'all might not be getting your extra gold.
What's gold anyway? Shall we go over to...
Expensive gold. Yes.
Heading across to Crenshaw's
Yep.
there, just across the way a little bit. We're going to follow you guys over there. You go back to Crenshaw. And he's still working on that set of armor. As he sees Doxley coming, he kind of looks up and... Not done yet.
No worries. Here on another matter.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Got yours just about fixed up.
Oh, wait.
Oh, you've been here already.
Yes. I can't thank you both enough.
He takes that mannequin, and there's like a little awning over his little patio area, and it's on like little wheels, and he wheels it out so that it's under where the sun catches it, and he gives it a little like sweet spin around so the little light like catches it, and you see like spin.
That is gorgeous.
Gods.
One of a kind. That's how I like my things.
Is it? How you imagine
It's a hero's piece of armor for sure.
Oh, indeed.
I'm sure it will serve me well.
Sorry. I know you are in the middle of business. Do you have any ability to quickly silver some weapons for us?
Well, silver in the weapon takes some time. I've got a couple on hand.
Oh.
Bye.
Do you have silvered arrows?
I do.
And what would that run me?
It's 100 for 10. 10 apiece.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And bolts, perhaps, for a hand crossbow?
Same thing.
Same?
Yeah.
All right. A short sword or a rapier, would you have those already silvered?
I've got a couple of simple weapons that are silvered. Yep, I do have a short sword, not a rapier silver.
Okay.
Short sword.
All right.
It's 100 on top of the base price of the weapon.
All right. What about if I'll kind of traded mine towards off the top? Any credit?
What? What did you show him?
Oh, my short sword. my genitals. My short sword.
I'll saying buy it back from him.
Sure.
I'd take it back at 50% standard. Used item.
All right. As long as I could take the short sword right away,
And I've got the silver short sword if you want.
I would do a little trade there. Yes.
Huh?
Doxley, was there something that you were looking for?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
So the short sword, 10 gold for a short sword. You're selling it for 5 gold,
Right.
and then the price is 110. So it would be 105.
All right, maybe I'll keep it just as a backup. It's not worth 5 gold. Damn. All right, 110, 100 for the bolts. Yes, Doxley, you're still thinking about it.
No, a DM question. Do weapons that are magical, like my javelin of patience, work the same way as like silvered arrows? Is a magically imbued item?
Yeah, there's a lot of enemies that like have resistance to piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing. If it's non-magical, and you have for the magical javelin, that would go through that resistance.
Okay.
That would not be affected by that.
Oh.
That's sort of a separate thing than silvering. Silvering is also that's like not all undead is like vulnerable to silver. Like it's pretty specific. So it's just
What about +1 in world? Like, what would
Yeah,
a +1
question, too.
bolts?
That's like
the
a
same?
master-crafted item. That's different
Okay.
than silver, and that's not magical.
It's not
I
magical.
don't believe.
I thought I
I
used
thought it
+1
was.
Oh,
bolts
maybe
in the
it
past
is.
to hit.
It's not in general plus weapons. At least raw is usually a magical
Like
weapon.
axe. Yeah.
Yeah.
On that note, can you bring my javelins and the war pick if this +1 ends up being
And your shield.
and my shield?
Oh
Yeah,
my
you
god.
got it all.
Tip that shield.
Yeah.
It is a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls with this piece of magical ammunition.
Oh,
Okay.
Once it hits a target, it's no longer magical.
right. So you
It
can't go
loses-
around and pick it up.
Yes,
and-
it loses the +1 and it's piercing of magical.
But the silvered don't. You could conceivably fire 10 silvered and pick up 5 at the end of the fight.
you could pick up a silvered afterward. Yes.
Okay.
Silver does not go away on that one.
Okay. Okay. That's cool. All right.
He also didn't say that he sells +1.
Yeah. We didn't ask about that. Yeah. All right. Well.
Sir, do you have any plus?
Yeah.
You know that I think from browsing the Good as Gold catalog, maybe I don't know if Annabel, but he sells that because that's typically a different expertise than just being a smith to have like ammunition like that.
Well, here I'm good for 10 bolts, the silver short sword, and on second thought, a little sentimental value. Perhaps I'll keep this one.
I understand. A man who has a bond with his weapons.
Truly. Yes, and some arrows.
Oh, would you cover me? If not, don't worry.
But of course, my lady. So 10 more of those for the
I
arrows.
got those.
And nothing for you?
I think I'm all set, actually.
All right. 300 to 10 gold.
And would you like to...
Oh, you ought to put it on. Oh,
Is it time? Really time already?
She's ready for you.
fashion show. Fashion show.
Everyone, avert your eyes, and I'll take my
You have clothes under
waistcoat,
or
whatever it is, off to like.
And afterwards, he sort of fits it over you again. He sort of buckles those shoulder pads. There's like short shoulder pads that go over the sides, buckles them along. And if you didn't look down, it feels great. Like it's sturdy, flexible. It has like a good range of motion while still remaining protective. But you look down and you see the words that you sort of are reading upside down that gotta be Crenshaw's there on the top.
I feel like
Oh,
I
you
could
cut quite a figure.
kill an aurochs.
Fit you smartly.
Thank you. I'll hand over the. And this, I'm sorry. Do I pay? Has this been paid for?
Already been paid for. Part of a greater discount on the promise of continued business.
My goodness. We'll settle. We'll
Oh,
talk.
it's good to have allies, is it not?
It is. But here's your 310 for the other
Thank you.
items. Thank you.
And priority, I'll have it by the end of the night, I say.
I cannot wait. Good day.
It does not look like he's sort of carved in the iconography onto your plate armor yet.
Yeah.
Doxley's like, all of her strength is going into stifling the biggest boisterous laugh. Just waiting.
Kind of shift my pack so that the strap goes a little more in front of it, and like
Now it says like gotta Crenshaw's.
Yeah.
Gotta be Crenshaw's.
button the lower. Fine. Just hunching a little more than he usually does. Delightful.
Heading away back to the thoroughfare.
Yeah, arrows.
Thank you very kindly.
You get back out to the thoroughfare and some people sort of couple like double takes as they walk by.
God, a Christ. You saved how much gold?
Oh,
4 gold.
4.
Oh, Doxley, that is good. That is good.
Why did I let you
Good.
do this for me?
Because I wanted us to match so badly, TC.
Oh, God.
I cannot wait to see mine.
Oh, my God. You got the same fucking voice I did. Oh, my God.
It was massively expensive.
On hers, it's actually fucking worth it. Completely unnecessary.
Oh, my good God's heaven.
Does this get us further discounts? Should I have asked for my discount on the bolts?
I suppose you should maybe on the back write like a 5-letter code so that when people go, they also give that. And then he knows.
A reference that it's from me.
It's from you.
I should hand out business cards.
You could say Hello Fresh.
Yes. Hello Fresh. Use code TC10.
Good God, that's good. That's funny.
I feel
Oh, we ought to move.
ridiculous.
We ought to go and kill them ghosts.
We gotta kill some ghosts. As we're walking, I'll relay the same information about Bellamy and the timing of
You can
everything.
sort of re-exchange all that and how things kind of played out as far as.
Oh my God.
All right.
Was there anything you wanted to do at Paramount, or were you just grabbing and turning back around?
Just getting my armor on and getting everything.
Okay.
Ooh, if I get to spare one moment to see Kenzo.
Sure. If you peek in, you can. The kitchen's pretty busy,
okay.
but he's moving around. You could say something to him if you wanted to.
I'd say, Kenzo, I can't stick around. Great to see you. I'm already thinking up new recipes, so we gotta cook together soon, all right? All right, see you, Kenzo. And then I'll head out.
You look at the plates he's just served, and there's like potatoes of different kinds, and people are like,
Oh, I love it.
I mean, it looks good. It just
Yeah.
looks like maybe that's all he's been serving.
Love it.
Always empty. We'll go back out to the sort of southern bridge there, where you guys have found your way to, sort of standing there, letting a little bit of the spray of the water and the breeze coming through. So you have a moment here where you're thinking, you'll keep an eye out for the other people that you've intended to reconnect with, but there's a moment here alone if there's anything you want to say.
No, by all means.
Or you can just kind of...
You go first, please.
Very awkward. Yeah, don't have to.
Did you?
I haven't really done this before. So
I meant it. If things look rough, just get out of there.
okay.
It's going to be fine. I've done this a lot. It looks like they've done this a lot.
Your armor.
Val's standing there and she's like, "Oh, what is that blinding? Oh my god!" Like 3 blocks down in the.
Something across town.
God damn it.
If there's anything I should know before we get into the situation, I think now would be an excellent time. I think once they get here, we're probably not going to have a lot of privacy until this whole business is concluded.
That was what I wanted you to know, that I haven't done this before.
But you were trained, yes?
Yes.
Still, it's very different. So I understand if it's... There's no shame in it, just prioritize surviving.
Okay.
And rest as much as you can now. It's going to be fine.
And with that, you see Illien's the first to kind of come down there. You can see him kind of coming down there. He's gotten some of his equipment back, his armor. He's got a sword on his back. Looks ready to sort of take on whatever you're seeing.
Illien Tyrun!
Grabbed a snack from the kitchen.
Oh, I heard that. I smelled potatoes earlier.
Cheesy potato.
Yes, really good potatoes. Kenzo's amazing. Anyways, I have something important to tell you.
Yes.
If I could just get through this fucking skittle, I'll let you know.
Skittle.
Hold on.
Is that some some new breed of potato.
Paramount Skittles.
It is.
Yeah.
All right. So, here's the thing. Fowler, the man who owns the home, as far as you guys are concerned, you are working for the prison right now.
There's a prison.
Oh, God.
You guys would have heard it for
There's
very,
a prison.
It's very famous. You guys.
Oh my god.
Basically, he didn't want anyone going down there. We convinced him that we could, and you guys also were previously down in that basement a couple days ago with us.
Ah, yes. In our regulation uniforms.
No, we were just hired by the Clinkers, but we are our own people. You've been here before, and now we're going in to finish the problem.
Illien, we notably got here this morning.
He doesn't know that. I don't think Fowler knows that, and if he finds out later, it's already done. I don't care.
That's fair. Well, if you... Look, I've never talked to this Fowler chap.
And hopefully we don't. But if he asks and is on his porch or whatever, that's the situation. There was also some talk of, there was arguments saying that a hobgoblin had gotten in to the cellar earlier, and I feel like that was maybe you. So if that
Yes,
comes
I think
up,
that was probably me.
yeah.
Yes.
So if that comes up, you were all just scouting the area for the mission that's happening now, or something like that, along those lines.
Well, I mean, we didn't do anything wrong. We knew that our friend was there. Someone gave us his address, and he called out to us. I mean, that's the God's honest truth.
Yes, the pigman can vouch for us.
That's great, as long as that ties into the fact that you've already been here a couple days ago and all that fun stuff.
That probably wouldn't.
Yeah, so let's maybe not talk about that. I don't know.
Yes.
In fact, it's just you not talking at all.
Yeah, exactly. You don't talk at all.
Well, so I had something important to tell you as well.
Oh, great. Sorry.
So we very likely may end up dealing with some sort of supernatural undead presence.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
We've got a ring.
Oh, good.
This ring was supposed to protect him, so I'm not sure if we're going to want to put the ring on his body, and maybe that'll make everything fine. Maybe it'll make everything bad.
I'm not an expert in rings that do magic things.
Neither am I.
Okay. We'll just try putting it on everyone's hands and see what happens.
Well, I'm not sure it does anything unless you're trying to speak with the dead.
Oh.
It was supposed to protect him from this whole business. The important thing is, it is very important to us that he survive. The man that's down there, Landry. So.
Yeah, that'd be great. I hope so too.
At this point as well, the others are making their way. You can see Illien talking to them on the bridge there. Pretty easy.
Doxley's so laughing.
You looking it over, and you can see TC's new armor.
Where do I get one of those? That is amazing. TC.
Just make sure you have Doxley do all your shopping for you.
You did that.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get one of my own. We can all match.
You do recall in fights that we've been in before that I usually try to obscure myself.
Well, you hide with the sun. The people will just think you're a second sun that's over the planet.
Wow.
So glad I can delight people by putting my clothes
TC,
on.
it's a very nice set of armor, though.
It is. It feels fantastic.
I love to hear it.
Like a glove.
You're welcome.
Oh, here, by the way.
I didn't say.
Thank
Shield, war pick,
Shield,
javelins.
war pick, javelins. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Oh.
You remembered.
So silvering weapons. I didn't get.
It'll take too long, I'm afraid.
I figured. Yeah. So we're just going old fashioned.
Stay behind me. And I'll kind of wield the silver tip sword.
Do y'all have any silvered weapons?
No, but I will probably be fine.
Okay.
Wow. Oh, assertive. I like it.
No, I mean it's effective without any sort of thing, but it can help. That's all.
Well, whatever your fighting styles are, usually Illien and I sort of hold the line at the front, and these two sort of peck at the back.
Bob and weave.
Well, I'll probably be up there with you.
Oh, excellent.
Some more people that don't or like to get bloody. That's what I'm trying to say.
And I'll blind them with my shining light.
There's no sun in the basement. Ain't that nice?
Oh, shoot.
I'll throw that plan out the window.
You'll have to try that tactic on another battle.
I'll carry a candle with me.
Oh, good idea.
Did you fill them in about our deceptional stuff?
No, I missed that part.
All right.
I was updating them about.
I'm sorry, what else are we lying about?
Just that we're here. They've been with us this whole time. The last time we were here, they were also here with Gideon. That's basically it. They're our old friends, and they have also been hired by the Clinkers to do this job.
Yes, and we didn't make a large scene this morning.
But if he mentions that you were here, just scouting out for this right now.
But you know,
keeping
if
it
we go in
simple.
now, he's at the place where there's wood.
Well, that's great. Sounds like we don't have to tell a story if we go
Oh,
in now.
that is so right.
There you
Let's
are.
just
So
get in
we'll
there.
Just go.
Hustle on
We
over.
walk in like we own the place.
As we walk, can you describe not your Landry fellow, but the other one, Bellamy? Can you
Oh,
describe what he looks like?
he's eternally wet.
Eternally wet.
Excuse me.
Oh, his hair is just, he put some awful product in it. And
Oh.
you know, when old men start clinging to their youth, they start putting all sorts of
Stuff.
Got it.
all sorts of nasty
Anything
stuff.
else, like his height or his
Oh, yes, his
weight?
his chin could saw a log in half.
This man, this is an exemplary
I'm
man.
trying to just compare
That does
because they've set eyes on the
does
man.
sound like.
and-
I just want to make sure that you're looking for the same Bellamy.
Oh, yes, it sounds
So
very,
far, we're definitely
it's
looking
definitely
for
the same man.
it sounds very similar.
And you met him outside of Brunkhollow.
Ah, yes, yes.
How many weeks ago? Or years? Or months?
Roughly,
I mean, you've met him several times. I mean, the last time you saw him was a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago.
Where?
The place where he runs a church out in Old Pharaoh? Old Pharaoh.
Is that familiar?
That is, yeah, you would have heard of that. It's a suburb of Saywall.
Yes.
Old Pharaoh.
F-A-R-R-O-W, Old Pharaoh.
Yes, we have some business with him, and then we heard he'd come here, so
Did he seem
here we are.
healthy when you saw him last?
Yes, annoyingly so.
Why would you think
Like
that
it made
Oh,
you
he's
jealous?
just that he's a very boisterous preacher.
but no, like health
He
complications.
seemed perfectly normal.
Seemed like a regular wet man.
Cool.
Yes.
All right. Regular white man.
Yes.
Excellent.
All right.
I'm glad we cleared that up. Thank you.
Great.
So.
Oh look,
Get a
cellar.
A little further down. I mean, you get over to. So if you're kind of walking down as you were sort of talking there.
In this time, sorry,
Yes.
would we have been able to take a short rest? during
So
this
not
time, or-
quite. If you're willing to wait a little longer, as they've relayed to you now, Fowler, who owns the place, was going to get some wood to board up the basement. You could wait a little longer and complete a short rest, but if you head in there right now, probably not quite enough.
So it's just a gamble of are we gonna
run into him. Yes,
somebody.
you're pretty sure you're not going to run into him if you were to go now, but if you wait to rest a little bit, you might run into.
If I see trepidation and perhaps a few bruises, if anyone is not feeling up to this fight right now, I do have perhaps a healing potion that I could.
Miss Val, how are you?
Oh, I'm
are you?
fine.
You're fine?
I'm fine.
Okay, well, no time like the present.
Yeah. I say we go. Let's
right.
get this done.
Let's hunt some ghosts.
Pivot to the northwest there, along the little path, along the water. And you know that it's mostly in your head, but the people that you pass by, and especially those that even you just kind of briefly make eye contact with, it feels like they're probing your intentions, like people kind of walking by and looking and continuing on. It just feels like everybody's got kind of eyes on you, like they
wonder
know
why.
something.
Everybody's looking at
Couple looking shield there.
Oh, I need to go to Crenshaw's.
Make sure you patron Crenshaw's best in town.
They're like, hello, fresh. With the houses so tightly packed here, it's hard to peer around to that backside where the gardens and the crop fields, they sort of stretch all the way back to the tree line. And without circling around and hopping a fence or two, one wouldn't even know that the cellar doors existed. You can't see them from this half of the street here. It's kind of a little secret kept within the town limits here. Likely to cause quite a stir among the population if some of this information got out, you would imagine. Though it's unclear maybe who would be held responsible. You imagine some people would blame fouler. Some people might blame some of the unfamiliar faces they've seen lurking about. Looking down the line, you don't think you see the man who's often out tending to his pigs. He was out on the porch before. You don't see him. Which means that as long as nobody's coming back along the Recluse River there when you reach the end of the block, you can probably pivot around without sort of being noticed, circling around that last house there. And as one who doesn't own property here, maybe if you're seen skulking in the backyards, you may be questioned or probed, but at the moment you don't see anyone. As you get to the end, you give a look around and you don't see anyone like obviously peering through their windows or anything, so you're right there at the end of the block. You look around the back, you can see the little sort of fields of grain that some people have on their property, and you can't see the cellar directly, but you know it's back there. You've been there before, so you know it's there.
All right.
Shall we hurry back
As I
as quickly
say,
as we can?
walk in as like we own the place.
Yeah, we're here on the job.
Official
so-
business.
Exactly.
All right.
All right.
Not attempting to stealth, you're walking through like sort of with purpose as if
I want to
So
pull
many of
my
us.
hood up.
Sure,
I don't
you can do
want
that.
to be as obvious.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're walking with the group, but especially if you pull the hood up and just make sure that you're sort of profile to the houses. Like if someone was peeking out a window, they would not get a good look at your face from that angle.
That's fine.
You start to walk through. You get to that first fence there. There's a little gate, and you kind of. And just as you're starting to see the cellar up above, that is where we're going to take a little break. About to delve into the cellar on the south side. Ooh.
18.
Not bad. Not bad.
And that's where we're going to pick up when we get back.
Okay.
Stick around, everybody, please. We'll see what we find and what we can learn from Landry in the cellar. And we'll thank and say stick around for Notch and Soda when we get back.
Stick around for Notch and Soda.
Think about becoming a YouTube member. If you do, you'll get access to moments like this.
I challenge you to a blank.
A duel.
Blank Bader.
Say it again.
Bader.
Masturbating.
I feel like I've been.
Stand time. A couple here. Alexander the.
Oh shit.
They're great. And blank by an angel.
Touch.
There you go. There's.
I start touching myself.
We can get you access to Notch and Soda, but not for free. You have to pay for it. Welcome back, everybody, to chapter 52 of Brunkhollow, and we are on the cusp of descending into the basement. We're not on the. We walked really far.
I'm sure this basement being closer.
But before we descend the stairs,
Oh, you guys are doing too much.
Don't tell them that.
No, I'm looking
we
at
did see that
but
the
there
part
is
in the
new
disc
part
was
in the disc.
updated very.
Orchidio did 5,000 bits. Low Brass Guy did 30 bits. Detective Barber resubscribed. Codeman resubscribed. Undisputed Tango resubscribed. Low Brass Guy did a bit. 911LS resubscribed. Dennis Tap gave out 5 community subs. Orchidio, stop it! Did 1,021 bits, and then gave out a sub and another sub. Ron KT resubscribed. Low Brass Guy did a bit. Orchidio 7 bits. Low Brass Guy 1 bit. Navy Man 61 bits. Another gifted and another gifted from Orchidio. 815 bits. Stop it! 28 bits. Knock it off! 20 bits. Shut up! 20 bits again from Orchidio, and then another gifted sub.
Oh my
20
God.
bits. Dude.
Wow.
Low Brass Guy
Oh,
20 bits. R.
jeez.
Hyom resubscribed. Mojo
Nice.
resubscribed.
Good.
JRWK resubscribed. Only Ackerman not always resubscribed, and then Orchidio gave out 10 community subs.
Wow.
Oh, my
Wow. Thank you.
goodness gracious.
Thank you all so much.
What did you do?
I made a meow.
Do you need a... I almost said a blanket.
I have a towel out there, but it's fine.
We're good.
Go
We
get a
handled it.
Thank you guys so much. You made Anthony spill. It's a good thing you have to print a new character.
Our cups literally runneth over.
Yes, thank you so much. And once again, as always, we say on Notch and Soda Night, if you were gifted a sub, if you have a sub, stick around, hang out with us. Notch and Soda.
A prime sub, you can stay.
Yeah. We'll take the prime
You
sub.
too can stay.
Free
Yeah.
and fun and fast and easy and fun.
Thank you.
That's easy, cool.
1,000 bits.
Alright.
They like your scarf.
Thank you. Oh my
It's
god.
very pretty.
All right. The party has reached the edge of the sort of property. So you walk through one property along the way, and you get to the next fence, and you sort of push that gate open. And by now you can see the cellar door itself, which you had shut on your way out. Doesn't seem to be tampered with in any way that's visibly noticeable since last time that you were here, not that long ago. So as you're sort of working your way, you're in a field that has kind of grains and wheat. It's not so high that you're like can't see where you're going, but so you're kind of working your way through, trying not to stomp on any kind of crops or things that might damage the property themselves. Everybody give me perception checks as you get closer to
Yes.
Okay. Nope.
19.
7.
Dirty 20.
Ooh, 26.
16.
My 20s and up do notice that the next house over, there's a little window that peeks out toward the back. And there's a woman there, broad-shouldered, human woman, got a headscarf. Might have been the same woman who was in the thoroughfare earlier. And she doesn't even look like, I'll say with the strength of those rolls, it looks like there might be some kind of rocking chair because you see her head appear and like disappear over and over next to the window. So, and then at one point she kind of looks like she peers out the window and like just curiously sees some people moving through the back.
How many teeth she got?
She doesn't have her mouth open, so you can't tell. But yeah, both of you, Lamont and
She smiles.
you clock that someone has seen you kind of moving through the back here. That's it. She doesn't like move to like open the window or something.
Great. Cool.
So you guys get up to the cellar doors themselves.
As we get in there and secure our position, maybe we should update them on what exactly they did to us last time, just so that they're a little bit more aware of what they might be getting into.
Right. Concussive blasts.
The ghosts ain't visible unless they got a piece of weapon in them. So I'll try to shoot them and then you can really lay on them. They're invisible.
We should focus our fire on one at a time. As the first strike will make it easier for the rest of us to hit it after that.
Yeah.
And secondly, if you can, keep your back to a wall because concussive blasts, they might appear right in front of you and push you against a wall.
And there's only one way out, and it's that very thin hallway that I'm sure you've already traversed.
Yes.
The fight cannot go into that hallway. It's very bad.
It's a bottleneck, dangerous.
So stay against walls.
Stay against walls.
Wait for someone. It has to be a physical object in them, or would a hit?
A hit would.
It just is.
Yeah, but you won't be able to see. You're just gonna be wailing
blindly
blind unless somebody.
I will attempt to
hits
hit
first.
it so that you can see a piece of ammo in it, and then you know where it is.
This is all assuming that it's exactly the same as it was
Which it
last
could
time,
be.
which it may or may not.
There may be a Tarask down there at this point. I don't know.
Wow, that would be cool.
That would be awesome, but I don't have armor, so I'm less excited about it. Let's go, shall we? Any questions?
No.
You ready to hold the line with us?
Yeah, can't wait to
Yes,
see you guys up
absolutely.
front, up close and personal.
Yes, you just may want to give me a little space, potentially.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Anything for you, Val? Any notes?
No.
Great. All right. Let's do it.
Does he need space?
Big swings. I don't know. I kind of get it. Great sword.
Oh, that's fair.
Similar.
Yeah, okay.
I get you.
I was picturing something.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay.
Open up the doors of the cellar.
Did it scream at us?
It did not. No scream. No kind of gust of wind there. You guys stand at the door. Heading down.
Yeah.
Who's leading the way for me?
Well, I'll go ahead and go first.
Oh, please.
We'll be
I'll
right
be
behind you.
you.
Yes, all right.
Start your descent.
Brave, Mr. Lamont.
Kind of a slow advance through the stone-lined hallways here. And it progresses very much in the same way as it did before. Though the whispers have ceased, and any breezes that do pass through is more of like just a little waft rather than a gust of air. And you're not sure if this kind of added level of stillness is a good sign or a bad one. What was a sign of concern before now comes as relief, however. You do see Landry's boots resting exactly as they were. As you turn around and look down that long hallway, you can see those two boots sticking up in the exact same way. So it does not seem that the body's been, or at least from what you can see, it doesn't seem it's been tampered with or moved in any way. As you move forward, you move into that larger chamber. It's all as it was. Elvish script on the pillars, which you are seeing for the first time. That was not there as you were here before. Bones scattered across the floor to almost all directions. That was also not there before. You see Landry's hands clenched And the prayer beads are still anchored to the place where they were thrown. They're not in his hand. They're like a little ways away where he had sort of expelled them from his hand, where they were, after Val's hand of healing gave him a little jolt of vitality. His left fist still has part of the torn piece of paper containing one half of the prayer that he was holding. And from what he was able to impart, that and the ring could be the keys to the release. You remember that he said, you need to put the ring on me and recite the prayer. Those are the two things he said. He said that the dead would not let him go easily. So if there are any last preparations to be made before finding out exactly what that means, now is the time. But you have, I mean, you can look around. You're not like ambushed as you come down here. It's very quiet. Again, other than the sort of markings on the walls and the bones on the floor, doesn't seem like much has been added to this place since you guys were here last.
Oh, good. There's bones on the floor.
And a man.
They weren't here before.
No.
No, neither was the script. Can you remind us what the Elvish says?
Yes, I can. The Elvish script. Do you have it? Would you like to read it?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
you can.
it's this one? Okay. See that I seek to atone
no, go ahead. Sorry.
for
That's
past.
one pillar.
That's the Elvish script? Okay. See that I seek to atone for past transgressions, whether by my hand or another's.
On one of the pillars.
See that I seek to act as a conduit for facilitating restitution, making no demands on mine own behalf. So that would be the prayer, or the prayer
That's
is
not the prayer. The
prayer
prayer
is
was
what was just split in two.
It was split in half, but you recognized it. The prayer is called.
Can I see that? Just
Yes,
so I can-
yeah.
Copy it. Thanks.
So both of his hands are clenched, yes?
Yes, they are.
I'm going to have a pretty hard time getting this ring on him.
I'm sorry. What do we need to do next?
Well,
Have
he
you tried
said.
just opening his hand?
Well, he said to put the ring on him and to recite the prayer
Oh,
that he'd been
God.
saying. It's a lot of religious stuff.
Well,
It looks like that as you look around.
Yes. It's odd. There's been a lot less creepy things than there were last time, which is, for some reason, creepier to me than when they were happening.
What were the creepy things?
Oh, a lot of noises, a lot of winds from nowhere.
Well, last time for us, it just took a couple minutes, so let's just let it stew.
That's true. It took them a couple minutes before they knocked a book out of Gideon's hands.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's exciting.
Yes.
You do also recall, as you got into the chamber, it seemed like the gusts of winds were happening each time his spirit came out and then snapped back into place. That's what was causing the big gusts. So now you don't see his spirit sort of coming out and snapping back, so you're not feeling those big bursts of air.
Okay, so it's probably he's just not fighting as much right now.
I mean, we're in the same big room.
You were in the exact same.
I'll start kind of doing the same perimeter of looking
Yeah,
if there's
I'm
anything
gonna-
else new that I
You
don't
guys throw your
notice.
monitors on for me. You'll recognize the space. The space is.
Does anyone else?
The one you know.
I've got it. Thanks. Wow. I like getting to revisit old maps.
Oh my.
So you guys came. So you guys have not seen this map. So you came down the stairs here. There's a little storage area. Turned around the corner here. This is the long hallway where you were able to see Landry's boots in the distance.
Oh man.
You walked into this room. And there he is on the floor.
Oh my god.
And these are the two pillars, one of which has some of that writing. This has the other writing on it. And this is the sort of size of the room.
Oh boy.
Where are the bones all?
They're scattered around the room. They're mostly concentrated on the walls, on these three walls. Like I said, it almost looked like someone threw them out in one direction. So this wall doesn't seem to have a lot of bones, but these all do around the edges of that.
Do you think that he brought these bones in here? Is this part of his?
Something to do with the writing on the walls to seek retribution or some shit.
Act as a conduit for facilitating restitution. So,
Right.
that's great.
It's
Good on him.
adding bones seems a little more bad than good to me personally. But I don't understand all this stuff. I had assumed it came from Bellamy, from
Right.
the stuff he was doing before.
No, I don't think so.
Because we came in after we
You
heard
came in
Bellamy was there,
You
so
came after Bellamy.
You guys.
Unless.
What?
Didn't you say that Bellamy came back?
Yeah,
Oh, true.
that's true.
Just how did he? It seems like was he the one who wrote this script on the wall? Because this wasn't here last time.
I think
Did
so
you know
because I found chalk on his body. So
that? So if
You also tore up the prayer that was in his hand was written in the same writing that's on the pillar.
if he's acting as a conduit for facilitating restitution, how did he know that this cellar had something going on in it even? Did you guys know that about him?
He had heard rumors, and he had heard that Bellamy might be behind it, which disturbed him. So he came down here to investigate, and unfortunately, he was missing this ring, and now this happened.
All right, well, let's get it on him.
Okay.
Shall we maybe position ourselves, you with your friend? Maybe you between us or behind him? You two, you know
I
what
suppose
to do.
I'll stay close to the exit and try to keep things within us.
Same. I'll stay with you.
I'll try to put the ring on, and see where that gets us.
All right.
Great.
Alright, Illien, you want to take a position by the bones with me?
Yup.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So let's get some people into position here.
Yeah. Sort of have my bow out.
Real bone smasher, both of you.
So you wanted. Oops.
Doxley smash.
TC and Annabel, you guys want to be like by the hallway, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
So like over here.
Maybe a little farther out, like not
Further in the hall or further
no,
out? the door?
further out,
Okay.
just like near it, but
Yeah.
so that we can see down it.
Yeah, I
but
still want to be able to see them.
want to see most of the room.
Okay. We've got Lamont, who's here by the body there.
Nice.
I'll be by Lamont.
You want to be there as well? No.
Oh yeah. They look cool.
Amazing.
Watch there not even be a fight or something like that. I never know what's
It's
going to
almost over
happen.
for them. We're out of here.
Exactly.
That's us wrapped.
He just moves our minis up and down while we're talking.
Both be here, like there.
On either pillar, like
Or you want to do like split up a little bit,
yeah,
like there?
maybe
there?
either pillar up against it,
Yeah,
like
that's great.
back to the pillar man.
Like this.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah, those little koalas.
City image.
Cool.
We rolled so well, maybe it's just.
Kind of like that. Seeing where everybody is.
All right.
You see, as you kind of you produce the ring kind of in your pocket there, and everyone's sort of making their way to different corners of the room, drawing weapons.
All right, make that magic happen, Lamont.
All right. Gonna bend down, take out the ring, try to like get the ring finger on one of his hands.
Give me an
Kinda up.
athletics check. You know.
Come on, baby. I'm supposed to be good at this. It's a 9.
Oh! Fuck.
You get one of the fingers to kind of come out, but
Well,
Sounds like you got it done.
Oh!
Nice, well done.
Okay.
Just here.
he doesn't react at all.
Oh boy.
Is he cold?
is he cold?
He's still the skin is not discolored. Like he seems still clinging to life at this point, like in that sort of suspended.
Yeah, I think he's still just in stasis. He does not want to let go of things. Has it come up enough for me to put the ring on him?
Is it? Say it again. Sorry. Oh, the finger.
Yeah, the finger's come up enough?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, it's like a little loose.
Gross.
Tasty.
All right. Wonderful.
Oh.
All right. I'm just gonna slide it on his finger and just say, like, with your coloration, you really shouldn't be wearing gold. Just
Wow, the ring on the finger.
just slide it on.
The ring's on the finger.
That all goes fine? Okay. Val, do you remember that prayer?
Yes. I have it.
All right, lay it on me.
I guess he doesn't have this. The second scrap of paper is gone, so
It's in his hand still.
it's in his hand. So I'm the only one that can.
You
recite
remember?
it,
You remembered
yeah.
it. You could teach it to me, and I could try to memorize it.
I think I'll just say it, Monty, if that's okay.
Perfectly fine. I am a quick study. But that's fine.
In dark, there's light. Call out, they'll guide you. In fear, there's love. Worship to remind you. The gods are near. Whisper, they'll hear your praises and reward you. Prove them your faith. The gods will show the way.
Words leave your lips, and for a moment, the room goes silent. And not just silent like an absence of additional noise, Silent like your ears have ceased to function. Silent like the world has lost its voice. It's as if something almost came to snatch the words out of your mouth to prevent you from completing the prayer, but it arrived just a millisecond too late. And now you can see the room, but you cannot hear. And then the bones begin to rattle. And suddenly that's all you can hear. The clinking, the clanking, the bones on stone. A skeletal symphony that's equally as deafening as the silence that drowns out your words and thought. Landry's spirit strains to either detach or reconnect. You see once again some of those sort of faded visage of his spirit. You're not sure whether he's trying to latch the spirit to his body or let the spirit go. It looks like someone's coloring outside Landry's lines with a glowing spectral ink, like two separate beings, one ethereal and one physical, struggling to occupy the same space. With one massive gust, the bones begin to whirl about the chamber. And a similar spectral ink, distinct from the one belonging to Landry, starts to connect the bones. It looks like ligaments and muscle made from this essence of the dead. You see faces in the connective tissue, spirits contained within. Loathing spirits, jealous spirits, offended spirits, just like Landry had predicted. Their souls coming together in this moment to manifest their disdain. In the room, they converge to form a hideous synthesis of skeletal debris, with many skulls piled on top of one another. A split focus of their eyeless gaze, sort of looking at each of you in the room, but also the ring on Landry's finger, looking at it with disgust. The dead believed that he was theirs to claim, and to wrestle him back would be a contest of snapping spines, fractured femurs, and rending ribs. And as the creature takes form, you finally look up and get a look at this beast. And that's where we need to roll initiative here.
Let's go!
Okay.
Alright, some kind of like what? Golem or something?
Okay.
Oh my god, look at that!
Okay.
What?
That's so Dark Souls.
Some nasty bone boy.
Yeah, they got a fucking bone megazord.
Oh, I love him.
Whoa.
Oh.
Down here.
Creepy
Nice.
peep.
He is like almost, his head's like top of his head scraping against the ceiling.
Yeah, it's just like
Oh
half
my
of it.
God.
The ceiling as he's sort of chittering around there. You might have to
Make him a little smaller.
Yeah.
just
Yeah, that's
for,
Or knock him over or something.
Alright, that's fine.
This is that one
Still
box that Dark Souls
towering.
gave.
Yeah.
Alright.
What is he hitting?
Huh?
Hold on, he's hitting something. There's a house above this thing, which is
Oh.
why he's like hitting the. Let's see if we can just get rid of some of
My house.
Bye.
Bye, Fowler's house.
Should have been a little taller.
Good news, we cleared the basement,
in place.
but the house is gone.
House.
Well, the house is so
The house is gone.
No spooky noises down here. And now, can he move around a little freely? There.
Oh.
Alright, let's see.
No, make it bigger. Okay,
That must
20
be
to
the money.
25, gang. Did anybody get 20 to 25?
I got 20.
Oh.
Nice.
Ooh. Yeah.
Talon, I see you eyeballing.
What?
I see you. Talon eyeballing.
I was only just thinking about it.
Oh my god.
Really thinking about it.
Okay, 15 to 19.
16.
Cool.
Also 16.
Would you guys prefer to go in a particular order?
Doesn't matter.
Well, I guess let's say I wanted to see the rest of it before I
Okay.
choose whether I'm gonna swap with somebody.
Okay, Doxley got a 19.
Oh shit. Okay.
Do you...
I want to know. I want to hear the lower.
Okay, I guess, yeah, everybody just hit so that TC knows, like, where people are in the order. So, what did you get?
12.
12?
13.
13? Okay. So, at the moment, it would be Lamont, Doxley, you two, and then...
Do we get to know?
Do I get to know the baddie?
You do indeed. Give me 1 second. That is a 16.
Okay, so tied with you guys.
What are you?
13.
I'm gonna give you my spot.
Oh my god, I love you so much.
What want to do
So-
before me or after?
What's his dex? The creature?
Probably after you.
I am a +3.
Okay.
So I would go ahead of the
I'll go
creature.
right before the creature.
Wait.
The creature has
You guys
a
are
dex.
The creature's at 16.
I thought
We're
you
at
guys-
17.
Oh, you
I'm
had
at 16.
Oh, I'm
You
an
had
idiot.
16.
I'm an idiot. You're right.
Oh shoot.
So maybe let's just
So
go by
you're
order
at,
of dex.
at 16, you'll go before. 17, you'll go before then.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm
No,
not
he had
17.
16.
I'm sorry.
You guys tied.
I also had 16. I'm
I
sorry.
know.
I messed that up.
So we can
It's
go
really this
D,
feat is
D.
hard.
Enemy,
So
or
the
does it-
creature had +2 dex. So he would be
Overtakes
before
it.
you,
Okay.
right?
Got it.
Ant, do you still want to trade then? Because with my lower dex than it, he would go first still.
I mean, yeah, I still wanted you to go higher than you were.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be 16 with Annabel first, followed by the bone creature, bone boy. Then Illien, thank you. And then Val.
And I'm now
13.
Oh,
no,
wait, sorry.
So
you're-
me and
yeah,
then
Val, yeah. Okay, Matt, I'll write
Yeah,
down,
can you make a second
but
more?
because
So
of-
as this creature begins to form, the bones, all of the bones in the room did not come together to form this creature. There's still this like whirling, almost like a whirlwind of bone and just the dust kicking up in the debris. It's like getting in your eyes. Occasionally it doesn't do damage, but you'll feel like a little boom as like a stone or a piece of bone flies by and smacks you. There's a couple things about this creature. So he has loathsome binding, which means he is bound to a 60-foot radius of the item disturbing him, which is of course the ring.
Okay.
60 foot here.
Okay.
There's the sort of radius there. In that 60-foot radius, there's this swirling sort of debris and bone and mist. Ranged attacks within that area have disadvantage. Ranged attacks within the area of effect there have
Woof.
disadvantage.
That's
Dang.
And there's a couple other things that will come up as it comes up. So I believe that takes us into battle. Let me see if I can
Yes, yeah.
brighten this up. There it is. A little.
Perfect.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
You were saying
Oh, yeah, yeah.
there if you need reference.
+2 dex.
Okay.
All right, where do we start?
All right, we start with Lamont.
All right, so as the prayer finishes, you watch the creature, and it comes like all the way up to the ceiling there. So it's like heads kind of scraping against the ceiling, the limbs reaching out, some of those spectral ligaments keeping all of the bone together. What would you like to do?
Just looking at like towering over me. Just like, all right, let's wrestle.
Oh.
And I think just there's kind of like a chill that just then sort of just churns into like a pure focus, and just like the one thought of like, okay, there's this massive skeletal hand just gripping Landry that is hovering over Val, that's hovering over everybody else here, and that grip has to be broken. And so I'm going to rage. And
For that reason.
just for that reason, it's just that, yeah, as it courses through me, I grow about twice my size.
Ooh!
Wow.
Hey! That's new!
And the cane
That's what I was picturing!
and the cane in my hand is just sort of thrumming with thunder energy.
Whoa!
Very nice.
Yeah.
Alright, I slept
Excellent.
on you.
And then I'm right on him, yeah?
You are indeed.
All right. So I'm just taking some attacks.
People, please do. That's what we're
Alright.
here for.
Over here. So yeah, just bringing the cane back like a baseball bat and just.
Great. Give me a perception check first.
Oh no! Okay. That's.
Ah.
10.
10. It just sounds like some of those ligaments that again have like faces and pain sort of expressions in them. It sounds like they're saying something, but you can't quite make it out over the sounds of like the bones rattling around and all the clinking of this creature in front of you. So it sounds like they're saying something, but you can't tell. So.
Hopefully it's not thunder damage.
Oh no!
No!
All right.
Big hobby go.
It's gonna take a big old Happy Gilmore swing at him.
Nice.
Man, that's just an 11.
That will miss.
Oh dear.
As you swing it, the creature, like the bones, kind of separate so that the weapon passes through it.
Nilbog. He's a Nilbog.
It passes through the like spiritual energy. It doesn't make contact with the bones.
All right, let's not have an incredibly embarrassing first round.
You got this. You got this.
Oh no.
Well, so an 11 didn't hit. How about a 10?
That's not gonna hit.
Yeah.
Sort of taken aback by this creature. Never fought something like this before, and the couple first swings just don't quite connect with its material form.
He's a little slippery.
Thanks for showing us.
Any movement or anything? Anything else?
No, I'm right on him.
All right.
Staying there.
All right, Doxley.
Doxley, okay. It doesn't look like the bones that are behind us are like forming into their own little creatures or anything.
It doesn't, not that you can see. No.
But there are still like piles of bones behind us.
There are bones. Most of the bones are either made up of the creature's made up of them, or they're like swirling about in this like kind of tempestuous wind here.
Okay. I have shield and war pick in hand, so I'm gonna go ahead and approach.
Okay.
I guess I'll get on the other side of Val.
This way here.
Yeah.
20,
Can I
25
move
feet.
in for
Yeah.
that? Cool. And I'll make my first attack.
Let's
with war pick.
go.
Oh god.
Come on.
Yep. 12 to hit.
That's gonna miss.
Oh my god, you guys.
Wow.
God.
I'm gonna come back around for the second of the multi-attack, same thing. 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
found
the
it.
war pick. Oh my god, it's been so freaking long. 1d8 plus 4. Okay. 5 plus 4 is 9 piercing. And it also applies, I have that weapon mastery for war pick, so I apply sap, which gives him disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Great. So that war pick connect.
Nice.
A couple pieces of bone go flying. You also notice it has a pretty physical form. It did not seem to like resist the porta-piercing effect of
okay.
the weapon. Pull the war pick back.
Hi, Conspa's silver weapons for nothing.
Give me a perception check.
Oh no!
I'm gonna go sell them back.
Yeah.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, 7.
Okay. Yep. Quiet, sort of screaming voices, unable to pick up on what they're saying.
I can't hear that. Okay. I'm gonna use action surge as
okay.
well. Here I go. I'm gonna do another attack with the war pick.
Okay.
14 to hit.
It's gonna miss.
Alright.
It's either 15 or 16.
Oh god! I'm gonna. I should have been using shit. Okay, one more. It's a natural 1.
Wow.
Right.
Very slippery.
No precision you can use after the roll. Or is that what you were looking at?
I got confused because the last time I wasn't able to.
Because precision strike doesn't add to
For
the damage, it's for the
stuff.
attack
Okay,
roll.
that's right. I'll
so
remember
you
that for next
still
time.
got it, yeah.
That's that,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
Okay. The creature, despite its sort of bulk and size, because it's not sort of connected all together, it has these weird sort of ethereal tissue. It's surprisingly agile. It's kind of swirling about the room as all these weapons are being swung in each direction. All right, Annabel, you're up.
Okay, how far away is he from me?
Pretty close, 10 feet maybe?
Okay, I gotta back up, I think.
Oh.
And I'd like to cast Hunter's Mark as a bonus action.
Right.
I'd also like to use Hunter's Lore to find out what its immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities are.
Okay, that's not a bonus action, that's just a thing you can do?
Just says I can do it when I have a creature that's cast with Hunter's Mark.
Great, perfect. Okay, give me those things again that you get to know.
I get to know
One at a
if it
time.
has any immunities.
Immunities. Okay, it has immunities to poison damage,
Okay.
and then conditions to or just damage? Does it say
It
any
just
immunities?
says it just says has any immunity.
Okay, so conditions as well. So it's immune to poison damage, and it's immune to the following conditions: charmed, exhausted, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, stunned, unconscious. It's immune to most conditions.
Okay.
Not prone.
Not prone, not grappled.
Yeah.
I'm a prone though.
There's things that it's not. A lot of conditions.
Prone
and then
don't
what's
say that.
what else do you know?
Resistance?
Necrotic and psychic resistance.
Okay, and vulnerabilities.
No.
No.
Sick.
I like that.
My charm.
And sight.
Everyone is.
Okay. I'm gonna sort of yell like I mean, none of these fuckers are gonna do any of that shit. So I'm not gonna say
Don't
anything.
paralyze or unconscious him.
I'm
or
not gonna
poison him.
say anything. I'm just gonna move back.
Okay, back like toward the hallway.
Towards the hallway, so I
Okay.
have a little bit.
Yeah,
of
how far do you want to go?
Just so that he's within the longbow. I don't want him. Yeah, I don't want it. But like, if I'm too close, I have like, I don't see. If I'm too close, don't I have disadvantage?
Only if you're within 5 feet of it.
Oh, fuck it. I'll stay where I am.
Okay.
Okay.
From here. Go back up and.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Then I'm going to. I know it's disadvantage, but I will shoot him with my longbow.
Great. You sort of take out the arrow and you're feeling the winds and you think that maybe you can still make it work. You knock the arrow.
Yep. He's hunter's mark, so let's try it.
Yep.
Come on. Let's see.
Get him.
Oh, hell yeah. It was a nat 20 and a 19.
Yeah.
So on the
Hit.
die, so plus 8. So I'm going to get him with my hunter's 1d8. Okay. That is 5 piercing. And then I'm going to roll my hunter's mark damage, which is force. So I'm sorry, I'm going to do it separately.
Okay.
That is a 2.
2, okay.
And then I can do my Colossus
You may indeed.
Slayer as well. That's 4. And then I'm gonna try to hit him again.
You may.
Hey,
Let's go. Oh my God! Another nat 20 and a 15 plus 8.
That will hit.
Damn. So
Let's go,
I'm gonna
Annabel.
do my piercing.
So you
which
draw the
is-
arrow back, you see all the pieces of bone flying by, and you sort of see one more piece, and the moment it goes by, you lose the arrow.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm gonna do that's 7 piercing, and then that is 4 force.
Wait, are you doubling this?
It's not a crit. It was with disadvantage.
Yeah, I didn't get my
This whole
crits.
time I'm like, let's go!
No, I didn't get the disadvantage. So yeah.
Oops. Great.
Okay, so that's my 2 attacks, bonus action, no movement. I'm done. That's my turn.
Great. All right. All right.
Got
The
hunter's
creature
mark.
is going to act here for the
Concentrate.
first time.
Boneman.
So the first thing it's going to do. 1, 2, 3,
Oh my
4, 5, 6. 1 to 6 across the board.
Oh, that's exciting. I'm the one.
Okay.
I was the boy.
So, it's going to use what it's got here. So this is part of the loathsome binding. So this sort of area of effect around this object that it seems to be sort of clinging to, this ring here of Landry's, that seems to be offending it in some way. The creature can spend half its movement to move to any unoccupied space within that radius.
Oh, God.
And it does still provoke opportunity attacks. However, creatures have disadvantage on opportunity attacks against this creature. Okay, so the first thing it's going to do is it rolled a 5. You watch as the bones kind of separate apart, and the winds inside here like catch the bones, and it tries to pull itself kind of away and over to Illien. Now there are 3 people next to it. You can take opportunity attacks if you would like to.
Where is Illien?
Illien's right over here, like right behind you.
Okay.
I would love to take an opportunity.
You may. Disadvantage. On opportunity.
Let's see if
15 to hit.
That's gonna miss. Opportunity attacks from either of you? No?
I'm letting it go.
Okay, great. So it kind of disappears and then reappears over by Illien.
All right.
And
Hello. Whoa, okay.
Gonna do a couple of
Disadvantage?
things. The first one's gonna be disadvantage. Yep. So
Oh, sorry. He is slowed. Does that affect anything?
as long as he spends half his movement, he can move to any spot within the radius.
Oh, wow.
So that's the way the ability works. Okay, so with disadvantage,
Should've said.
he's gonna make one attack first here. Yeah.
you can't
That
have half.
Nothing.
It's plus 8. That is
you
a
also-
16 to hit.
Misses.
Misses. Okay, the disadvantage.
Yay, armor again.
Yay!
Yay.
And then it is going to make its second attack.
This guy's too many things.
Okay, that's a dirty 20 to hit.
will hit.
Okay.
Do you have your thing where your heavy armor is good for you?
The mithril, the split?
No, like the.
Oh, I have heavy armor.
You take 9 bludgeoning damage.
Reduced by 3. Heavy armor master.
It's non-magical.
Oh,
Is that how it works?
it says
This is
bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing belt, but if it's magical.
I think the way the new one works is it's any bludgeoning, slashing, and I think
it does say heavy armor, any bludgeoning, piercing. And
Yeah, I think the old one in the old rules it had to be non-magical attacks.
Oh, but now.
But you're good. So it's reduced.
So you said 9?
Yep,
So
9 reduced.
Nice.
And then 3d6 necrotic.
Oh my god.
So an 8 necrotic damage as well.
As bad.
Top of the.
And you are grappled. Ooh. Holds on to you with one sort of bone.
Somebody get him
there. You are also suffocating. The bones stop talking. As all the spirit and the energy kind of flows into you with its hand up against you, up against the wall. And then it is going to use its final thing here. It's going to move. Let's pick a different target here. Okay. That is another 5. Okay,
Oh boy!
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
All right, here we go.
Beating up on the board.
Ooh, not great. That's gonna be 7.
That's gonna fail. Okay, you are now charmed.
Oh no.
Wait, I have a
You're not charmed.
Fey ancestry.
Oh, okay.
I have advantage on saving throws.
Then give me the other roll.
Ooh. Come on.
19.
Yes! Oh my god.
You hear these sort of whispers in your ear like it's trying to compel you to do something, but you shut it out. Even sort of suffocating, holding on, all the bones sort of shake yourself free, and you are able to.
Okay, let's go.
That ability has to recharge, so I'll roll for that one.
That
turn.
would have been.
You turned around at
Big greatsword.
Although, if he made you try to hit something and he was in the middle of grappling you, he'd have to let you go.
Maybe
He just kind of like gets locked in.
You know what? I'll succumb to it.
Oh, okay. That's its turn there.
So Illien.
Illien.
All right, I'm not gonna try to break the grapple. I'm just gonna try to get my greatsword into it a couple times.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So first one is gonna be a 26 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Okay, so I'm gonna do 2d6 plus 8. That's gonna be 6. 14 damage.
Okay.
I'm also no. I'm gonna try go again. Here we go. Next hit. 11.
That is going to miss.
Okay. And then as a bonus action. Oh yeah, I don't have any second wins left. Alright, I'm done.
Okay. Suffocation. A creature can hold its breath for well, you are suffocating.
Yep.
It automatically suffocates. When a creature, it gains 1 exhaustion level at the end of each of its turns when you are suffocating.
What?
Whoa.
When a creature can breathe again, it removes all level of exhaustion it gained from suffocating.
So we just gotta stop.
So as long as you continue, but it also if you reach 6 suffocation, you die. That reads. So you need 6. You have 6 rounds to get out. Okay. So as you're sort of swinging your sword, you're like losing your breath with each swing there. So you have 1 level of exhaustion. From
And that's a
suffocation.
-2 to my rolls.
Yes, that's a -2.
Okay, got it.
I'm coming.
Fuck.
I'm coming for you.
Let's do it.
And your speed reduced by 5.
Everybody get him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and you cannot move because you are grappled.
Yep.
So that takes us to TC.
Holy shit. All right. How far away is it from me right now?
Far. The room's
far?
30 to 25 feet.
25 feet. I'm going to. Him being grappled up next to it is having an ally within 5 feet, as long as he's not unconscious.
Is that what it says?
That's how
Yeah.
sneak attack
I think it's as long as they're not
Incapacitated,
incapacitated. Yeah,
yeah.
I believe
She's not,
that's
right?
fine. Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to post up. I'm going to take a bonus action to give myself steady aim, feeling that it would be hard to make a shot in here. I'm
Yep.
going to give myself steady aim to make a flat roll.
Great. Make a
And
flat
hooefully get the sneak attack just from
You
him
would still get it
being-
from him being there. Yep.
All right,
Let's
so
go.
flat attack, flat attack, flat attack.
No. All right.
Nope, 10.
That will miss. So even you sort of take your steady aim down on one knee, you fire, and one of those pieces of bone knocks away the bolt that's flying through the air there.
All right,
Great. I can still do the 5 damage.
ooh, next time.
My weapon. Yeah.
Sorry,
That's what actually TC says. He goes, ooh, next time.
And Illien's like, next time.
Fuck, oh, that sucks. I was hoping to hit.
I was hoping.
Us too.
My speed is 0 for the turn, so
Yep.
that's it. Bonus action.
Okay.
Val.
Val's up.
All right, I'm gonna go in for an attack on him.
The damage on these, it's usually just plus
16.
whatever your mod-
That will hit. Yep.
Okay. D8. What is that?
I'm so bad at dying.
Double diamond boy.
Okay.
Because
That is. That's
Is this an unarmed
4,
strike?
right? I'm just gonna do an unarmed strike with force damage, so that's 5.
Great. 5 total.
5 total.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in for another attack.
Okay.
That's a 19.
That will hit. Yep.
Same deal.
Nice.
nice.
And these are force damage, right? Because you're
Yeah.
powered strikes there.
That's 7 damage.
Great.
Let's go.
Couple good whacks.
Bonus action, gonna disengage and then use my movement to get behind Monty, basically.
Great. So you spent about 10 there. So this is now 20, and you want to get all the way.
I
down
want to
the
get
line.
all the way on the other side.
Yeah, great. So come on. And then you, as you sort of disengage, you duck as one of those limbs kind of swings, and you get back behind Monty on the other side there. All right. Anything else? You good?
I'm good.
All right. That takes us to Lamont again. Back to the top.
Top of
I
the
think I
round.
just spin around, see Illien getting whatever you would describe this as. Illien Tyrun!
Is that Illien Tyrun?
Is that Illien Tyrun getting stuffed?
like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Oh my god.
Like a turducken.
I'm going to sprint over, and we're reckless attacking now.
Great.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah, we are.
let's not do anything embarrassing. Okay, that's gonna be a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Nice.
First one. Okay.
That sort of thunder charged.
Yeah.
Maul.
Get him? Shit.
Okay. Jesus
God
Christ.
sucks, man. Oh no.
Wow.
That's 8 damage, 8
Okay.
thunder damage.
Thunder damage.
And then Constitution save to see if it gets toppled.
Good.
Ooh. Would it automatically
That is a 24.
Oh, shit.
Just makes it.
Okay.
Meets it, beats it, right?
Alright. Gonna go one
Great.
more.
Another attack.
Oh my god.
Oh, you've gotta be kidding
Holy
me.
shit.
Okay, you know what? So that's a 12 currently. I'm going to use Fortune of the Many.
Okay.
I'm gonna just see
Read
like
that,
everybody
please.
around
We
me.
haven't done this
Wow,
before.
Fortune
little,
of the Many.
little hobgoblin sort of
As a-
blood.
As a
benefit.
hobgoblin, if you miss with an attack roll or fail an ability check or saving throw, you can draw on your bonds of reciprocity to gain a bonus to the roll equal to the number of allies you can see within 30 feet of you, maximum bonus of +3.
Oh.
You can use it, so that brings it up to a 15. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Fuck. Well, now we know it's exactly a 16.
Even with a little bit of that spiritual assistance, unable to connect with that second swing of the maul.
I'm gonna put every single one of my die in jail. That's,
Wait, how many allies did you see?
Well, it's a maximum of 3.
Oh, fuck. I was like, don't forget Landry.
Landry's like,
Yeah.
With his little broken finger.
yeah.
For help, it can only be for ability checks or attacks.
Yes.
For helps, yeah.
Yep.
And is breaking a grapple in an ability check, or is that a save?
That's not a save. It's an ability check.
I'm going to.
So let me just super double check, but I believe
Yeah.
that's.
Yeah, because didn't grapple change?
It did change a little bit. Let's double check
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, just to see what we got here.
You're going to help Illien Tyrun?
Oh, that's a good idea. Yes. Yeah.
You in need of assistance.
Do you need my assistance?
Need my assistance.
Yes, the 2024 rules grappling is a saving throw, so it doesn't apply to a saving.
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm still gonna help you.
Oh.
I'm going to, with just holding the cane in one hand, I'm going to reach over and try to hold the guy down a little bit, just in terms of what am I? Try and like hold him still a little bit, to give advantage on the next attack. God, he's moving around a bunch. So if he leaves Illien, Annabel, you're going.
I'm next.
You're going next.
Right.
So I'm gonna try to.
Doxley.
Sorry, you can't see.
You're next.
You can't see that.
I can't see
It's
it.
here. You're next.
I'm
We
next.
got it.
Oh,
we
it's
got
right there.
it. We got it. Yeah, Dox is next.
You're next. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna
You actually don't have to specify who.
It's just whoever goes?
Yeah, it says, so help assist on an attack roll. You momentarily distract an enemy within 5 feet of you, giving advantage to the next attack roll by one of your allies.
Okay, perfect. So then I guess the extra bonus that I do is just going to go into effect whenever somebody uses that advantage?
So this is another, go ahead and read this. This is another hobgoblin.
So, Vegas, I can use help as a bonus action. And when I do that, I get to choose one of 3 ways, 3 bonus things that happen. I can either do hospitality, where both me and the person I help get temp hit points equal to 1d6 plus proficiency. I can do passage, where we both get an extra 10 feet. Or I can give you spite, where the next time you hit somebody, that target has disadvantage on their next attack.
So you do have to pick the one now.
It's gonna be spite.
Spite, great. Yeah. So it says when you use the help action, you choose one of those options. Great. So excellent. All right. That's gonna take us to Doxley.
I think I'm confused.
I think I'm confused.
What's
I'm
up?
just gonna go with the flow.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with the flow.
It's okay. What was there a question?
Oh, I thought I may have just missed it. You're giving spite to someone because of your help action?
Whoever takes this
hit.
help action, the next time they hit this guy, he's gonna have disadvantage on his next attack.
Gotcha. That's all I was gonna say is because you
I
already
see.
have sap on your
Yeah,
thing.
so I
like,
won't take it.
You can't choose.
Okay.
Can't choose.
Cool. All right.
Well,
I'll take it.
You still get advantage on the attack, which you wouldn't have gotten.
That is true.
Oh,
So
great.
you're getting advantage on it.
Let's do 10 hit points instead then.
No. What?
No, can't do that? Okay, never mind. I can do something else.
No,
We'll roll with that for now.
I
Roll
love
doesn't matter.
advantage.
I mean, advantage
because
is still going to be.
I don't
matter.
roll well.
It doesn't
Love
matter.
it.
Great. We'll do it. We'll do that one.
You get advantage no matter what.
Yep.
What do you want to do? I am so happy
We're
with
gonna do-
anything you pick.
We're gonna do hospitality.
Hospitality?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that was very gracious of you.
I'll tell you what that does when we get there.
Okay. Question for you: is this creature one size up from me?
It is 2.
God damn it! I
It is
knew
a
you were
huge
going to
creature.
say that.
He's a big boy.
I know he's a big
I'm huge.
creature.
I'm large.
That sucks. But I'll keep going. I'm going to. How far away is he from me?
He is 20 feet.
I was gonna try to track.
20 feet.
Probably was
Great.
too.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just gonna. I can't push him, so we're just gonna try to blow this guy up. I'm going to use lunging attack as my maneuver. So it's a bonus action. I can spend. Sorry.
No.
I can expend a superiority die and take the dash action. So I'm gonna take the dash action.
Great.
If I move at least 5 feet in a straight line immediately before hitting with a melee attack as part of the attack action on this turn, I can add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll.
Excellent.
I have moved.
Yep.
And then I'm also going to use, I should have done a charger. So, no. If I move at least 10 feet in a straight line toward a target, I can add a D8 bonus to the attack damage.
Great. So
as
Doxley
well.
gets all kinds of bonuses for like charging, running in.
Nice.
Yeah.
You take a
Very
number of steps in.
And I have
First, you have
advantage.
You have advantage.
Head first, like heroes.
So before we even resolve this, what does she get for the
Hospitality.
using the health?
You get 4 temp hit points.
4 temp points.
And I also get 4 temp hit
I think you've rolled 5 ones
I'm-
in a row.
I
Now
need to
go ahead and
Yeah.
All your dice.
So with advantage, that's a 17
that will
hit.
hit.
Let's
Yep.
go.
Great. So let me just
all
add
need
up
to go into
what I need to roll here really quickly.
Ego
So
damage.
It's a D8 plus
Hell yeah.
another D8 because of the because of the superiority die, and then
Excellent.
another D8 because of charger.
Big ol' smack.
3D8.
Some bones go flying as a mist.
Awesome. 14s, 15, 16, 17 plus, 17, 21.
Nice. Huge chunk.
That
Okay.
feels
A bunch of bone shards kind of go flying into the air. They get swept up into the whirlwind that's swirling around the room.
excellent. And then, does this dude look strong?
Yes, in the sense that it's like a mass of sort of bones and structures. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just gonna do the second attack.
Great.
Here we go. No. 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Awesome. Do I want to do anything? I will pass along the generosity and use distracting strike.
Okay.
Nice.
My last superiority die. So when I hit a creature, the superiority damage Next attack roll against a target by an attacker other than me has advantage on the attack.
Great. So next person to attack it has advantage.
Great.
That's me.
And then also you used the
I
sap
used
or
the warp
whatever.
pick, so it's sap.
Great. So it has disadvantage on its next. Don't let me forget that.
Yep. 9 piercing damage.
Nice. Alright.
Illien, hang in there. Oh, I hate this.
Okay.
It's choking on bone.
Okay. And
Another day in the life.
I'll say where I am. That's my turn.
All right. That's gonna take us to Annabel.
Okay, so I have disadvantage, but now I have advantage, so straight roll.
Yep.
So he's still got Hunter's Mark on him. I'm gonna shoot him with my longbow. 16.
That will hit. Doxley sort of hitting it and destabilizing the creature a little bit just gave you the opportunity to get that arrow right between the ribs of that closest skeletal creature. Nice.
Okay, that is 12 piercing damage plus 6 force damage.
Okay, 18. Excellent.
And now I will go again. Disadvantage this
Great.
time.
Disadvantage
Also, he's
this time.
slowed.
Great.
That
Okay.
counts.
It matters if he doesn't use that sort of almost pseudo teleportation kind of thing that he has, but
Okay.
Let's go.
We'll see. Let's see. Okay, that is 18.
Hell yeah.
that'll hit. Yes.
18. So we don't add the Colossus Slayer, but we'll do
Somebody else.
everything else.
Yep.
So that is 8 piercing plus 2 force.
Wow, good hits.
Excellent. Great.
Nice job.
Gnarly.
I am where. So he's still being like, how is this guy looking?
I mean, pieces of bone are
Bony.
flying. It's hard to tell because it's not like a living creature. It's very
Big
difficult.
bone. Okay, I'm gonna just stay where I am. I'm not gonna move.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah. Okay, my turn.
All right.
It's reacting to hits.
It is.
It's
It
like-
recoils. Yeah, I mean, when it gets hit in pieces, it kind of sort of. You can see the sort of faces kind of screaming
Yeah.
in silence in between the ligaments and things. All right.
Brony to brony.
The guy. All right. Brony here. Okay, he is going to once again sort of separate and start to swirl about the room. Opportunity attacks for anyone who wants them.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, for the,
I'm doing reckless, so
great. Yep.
that should even out.
I can use it too, right?
Yes, you have disadvantage on opportunity attacks. He has a thing where creatures have disadvantage on.
Right. Thank you. I'm sorry. Oh no, Chris. No, 10.
Great. Nothing.
10.
Great. Illien, you can take one if you want.
He's
to.
leaving me on the ground?
He's leaving your spot.
Oh, I see. Okay, then. Well, I don't think I'll take one.
Great.
Yeah.
So he does not take Illien with. He's gonna swirl and go over here. However, he leaves behind a skeletal hand that is going to hold on to Illien there. Peace.
That's not nice.
Wait, he's not suffocating anymore, maybe?
No, he is still grappled by this hand here.
But suffocating.
Yes, he is grappled and
he's got his bony
suffocating.
finger.
So as he swirls, he leaves behind like a portion of the limb there to sort of hold Illien as tight.
It's like the mask. Jim Carrey.
Yep. And he's gonna swirl over to TC.
Oh, that wasn't my first choice.
Okay, so this first attack has disadvantage, correct? Because of sound.
Yeah.
Thank you. Come on, Crenshaw and Doxley.
This is gonna hit, but it's prevented a critical hit. There was a natural 20, and this is gonna be a 21 to hit with this.
Oh, okay.
My studded leather. It didn't work.
You take 11 bludgeoning.
Now, when it comes to using uncanny dodge, you're about to hit me with something else like
The necrotic damage is a rider to the attack. You can't uncanny dodge the necrotic damage. That I'm
okay, so
you can have
do it
Yep.
to that. So sorry, what was
It was 11.
11
Down to 5. Yep. And then 3d6 necrotic. 11, 14 necrotic damage. You are grappled and suffocating.
Oh my
Right,
god.
that's right.
Now two people in the room kind of.
Maybe it's easier when it's just a hand to break the
I need to
whatever that
see if
got
its
on.
ability recharge. Okay. And I need, as it's grappling TC and sort of holding him.
Do I get to make a save of some kind? Or no, that was something different. Sorry.
Yeah, that was something different. As it's holding TC, one of the skeletons, like on its back, is looking back in the direction of Val, who's right behind.
Oh.
The eyes kind of glow, and I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
That's
A wisdom save?
Wisdom save.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
You're a human, yeah.
That's 11.
Oh no.
11.
You get to fail something, don't you?
Oh yeah, your wisdom.
Oh, yeah, 11.
11.
That's a
Plus 1?
yeah.
I rolled a 10.
Oh, I'm sorry. that die is like.
Okay, you
No.
have the charmed condition, and when it comes around to your turn, we'll find out what that does exactly.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
that takes us to Illien.
All right, I gotta break out of this thing. I'm gonna try to break a grapple here.
Great, you may attempt to do so. It's a strength saving throw.
Oh, you're great at those.
Yeah, I am. Hey,
Yeah,
it's
yes.
26.
26 will definitely.
Nice.
So that one hand, you sort of bend back, almost like you just saw with Landry on the floor. Crack the finger, and it just like falls limp on the bones on the floor. There.
Nice.
So that
Got
one
it.
disappears.
That's my whole action, yeah?
Yep, that is an action to break free of the grapple.
Fantastic.
But you are no longer suffocating, and you no longer have the exhaustion.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Great. I'm going to... Does Val look any different to me?
Does she look any different?
Yeah,
She's
like-
smiling for the
having-
first time in her life.
I would say you saw the kind of glowing, and she kind of like sort of stiffened up a little bit. She's not visibly different, but like she reacted to some kind of effect from the beast.
Okay. I'm gonna run to TC.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, hold on, TC, I'm right here. I'm gonna get you out, okay? And I'm gonna rally you.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna give you my
me?
superiority die.
Nice.
Give you. Wait, was that? I didn't see it. I think it was. It was because I moved it away and it
It was
rolled.
an 8.
It was.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't.
Picking up your dice willy-nilly.
But it was a D6.
Okay, so you're gonna get 8. Wait, plus my fighter level. So 11 temp HP. There you
What's
go.
your fighter level?
Plus my fighter level rounded down.
Oh, half your fighter level?
Half fighter level. Yeah, sorry.
I was like, you're a level
Are you a
3.
level 3 fighter?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me?
So I just got 11 temp HP?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. TC, you're up.
Followed by Val.
All right, does this... My strength is bad. I'm gonna try to take out the short sword and jam it into the side of it there.
You may
Like,
do so.
now, with steady aim, it doesn't have to be ranged, and as long as I'm not moving, can I take a bonus action to give myself advantage on this attack?
Yeah, I suppose so. If it's
Steady aim. As a bonus action, you give yourself advantage on your next attack roll. Current turn. You can use this feature only if you haven't moved. And after you use it, your speed is 0 to the end of the current turn.
That sounds fine. Normally, so if you were trying to attack a different creature, when you're grappled, you have disadvantage on attacks against any creature that isn't the creature grappling you, but
Okay.
that doesn't affect here because
affect
he
here.
is the creature. Yes, you can
And
give
if
yourself.
it's a melee, it doesn't with
It
the
doesn't,
bone stuff.
doesn't have
so
disadvantage from the sort of winds there.
here we go. I'm gonna try to advantage to stab this thing.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Holy shit, not great. Oh my god. That's 15.
Yes, it's gonna
Are you
miss.
kidding me? Oh my god.
Hate to see it.
That's my turn.
You have 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah, I do.
Oh god.
Holy shit.
I'm getting you out.
Val's next, followed by
right.
top of the lineup.
Val, as you go to you try to sort of raise your fist to attack the creature, but you just hear this whisper, "The ring. Get the ring." And you
Man.
turn around, and you start to walk in the direction of Landry's body.
Oh
And
no.
you guys watch as Val gets down to one knee and sort of reaches toward his hand there.
Oi!
And I need, so at the start of next turn, if you're unable to shake these effects, so your turn has ended. You were not able to take any actions that it didn't order to you. Give me another wisdom saving throw to see if you break free of the charm.
You got that.
Yeah, that's a 17.
That will. And you like literally his sort of limp finger was in your hand, and you sort of come back to, and you drop it. Sort of falls back to the ground there. You look around the room, but you are unable to take any actions or bonus actions.
Lamont's
turn.
Belly, all right?
Man.
Lamont, you're up.
All right. I'm just running back to TC. I never caught his last name. I'm gonna just run back across, and we're reckless attacking again.
Hell yeah.
Great, go for it.
Sunken.
Come on, baby. Come on. Anything.
Wow.
Isn't that a?
That's a 6.
To be fair, I don't know why you're using mine.
I think you need some new dice.
I just wanted him to pick his own kind of thing. Like,
All right, second attack.
make
Okay.
her look.
They're all
But it's advantage, so I don't need to take that too.
Wow.
That's a 9.
It's gonna miss.
Wow.
We need to start hitting this thing.
I think. Alright, let's get back.
Is this
Oh,
not?
Speak for yourself. I've been hitting the shit out of
I've been hitting the shit out of the top.
Royal we.
I'm going to. No. No, I'm good.
Okay, Doxley, you're up.
Yep. Okay, how far am I from the guy?
Looks like you can squeeze between their 20 feet.
Great. I'm gonna use Charger again and head for him.
You may.
Nice.
And it's a saving, like, there's no way I can help, right? We've confirmed that it's saving throw to get people out of the suffocation.
You can attempt to pull them out of it, which is the same contested thing.
Strength.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or the same, like, you can make the roll for them, basically.
Yeah,
You can do that. But he was more than 30 feet away.
not terribly.
I'm here ready to get him on my turn.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that was my goal.
All right, okay. Then I'll just run and charge. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead and make an attack.
Let's go.
17 to hit.
That will hit.
Great. So
Full
hit with sap too. So we've got disadvantage next attack. 4
Nice.
plus the charger ability. Sorry. 14 total damage.
Great.
Coming in with a second attack.
Great.
25 to hit.
Hit.
I can't use charger, just regular. Oh, I don't know where that went.
That was really
We'll
close.
do it again. Poop. 6
Okay.
piercing damage.
All right.
Okay.
And then I think I'm also.
Sapped.
Zap me.
Yep.
You've been hitting it with somebody's zapping it for.
Well, sap only gives him disadvantage.
Yeah, that's not an advantage. What's up?
Excuse me.
You've moved 20. If that-
Yeah, no, I was just seeing if I wanted to like move elsewhere too. That's it. That's my turn.
Okay.
Speak softly to me.
All right, that takes us to Annabel.
Okay.
It came sort of reappearing up here next to TC, and now you're sort of getting a picture of how big this creature is right next to you.
How far away is he?
It's like 10 feet or something, maybe.
You know what? I will back. I am gonna back.
TC's like, help me. There's 20. Do you want to go further
Yeah,
than that?
no, that's it.
Great.
And I would like to shoot at him. It's still
Great.
disadvantage.
Disadvantage,
yeah.
yep. Mm-hmm.
If I went outside of the thing, I would still have disadvantage.
If the shot goes
Inside.
into it, yes. If he was outside of it, then no, but yes.
Okay, cool. Let's try.
That's 21.
That will.
with advantage.
You gotta be.
I'm gonna Colossus Slayer again. So
You can roll him on one. He's not resistant to any of
okay,
those
great.
types. If he was resistant, we'd roll him.
It's 15.
Right?
and then let's try again.
Alright.
All these arrows like piercing through.
16
That
on
will
Oh
hit.
my god.
I will, that is not a great roll. That is 6 piercing damage.
Great. All right.
Annabelle's
There are a couple chunks out of the creature.
Yeah, okay, and then,
Still have a bonus action.
I don't think I'm gonna do anything as a bonus action. I think I'm just gonna hold my ground right there.
All right.
Please don't
All
rip
right.
me in half, Mr. Bone Man.
Oh boy. And then Illien up next.
All right. That's another one. That's gonna take us to TC again.
Oh my god, come on.
It has disadvantage because of
Yeah.
sound.
It's also slowed, but that doesn't matter.
It's not moving. It's staying in place at the moment.
I think
It's 16 to hit.
God.
Hits there.
It's my new AC.
All right. This is the
Not the Crenshaw logo.
This is the bludgeoning damage. Which
Yeah.
you can reduce.
And these are two different instances of damage, right? Like it's not.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will uncanny dodge this.
Great. So that was 13 bludgeoning down to 6.
Nice.
And
I'm gonna sentinel him.
great.
Ooh.
Is that after his attack result?
The attack still goes through.
Great. So let me do the rest of
Yeah.
his thing first there, and then you take not so much of the necrotic. 9 necrotic damage.
Okay.
9 necrotic.
So 15 total. And what's happening here?
Great. Now, when a creature within 5 feet attacks an ally, you can make an attack. Is that what it is?
Yes. Okay, that's a
There we
19.
go.
That will hit.
That's a
There
19.
we go.
There.
Oh, so
Okay.
that you didn't save me or anything. I thought you were gonna take some damage away.
Okay.
Jeezy's like, make it a work. He comes over.
Okay, that's 16 thunder damage.
Great.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna try to topple.
Okay.
That's a Constitution save.
Sorry, you said a 16?
16 thunder damage.
Can you do that as big? Oh, he's only one bigger than you, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I'm a pretty big man myself.
18.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's got a big con save.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and he's gonna come with the second attack on the same target.
On me again?
Yeah.
Woo!
Um,
Exhaustion doesn't do anything to my AC.
say that again.
It doesn't do anything to my AC. Exhaustion.
No, it doesn't do anything to your AC. But this is not a disadvantage roll.
Oh.
It's a straight roll. That's a natural 20.
Oh no.
What? What do you want?
Oh my god.
I mean, not
Okay.
double what he's been hitting me for, and I've already used my uncanny dodge.
That's 13 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And
half
then
my HP right now.
Oh no.
Like 10 HP and stuff. You do that.
More D6s.
Oh my god.
I'm done for. 23 necrotic.
So 23 plus 13 is 36. It doesn't matter how much over
As long as it's not, your full
So-
HP amount.
0.
Okay.
All right. Oh god.
I have healing potions in my bag, as you well know.
Okay, and then it recharged its other thing, so I need.
At least that's what it says.
I'll roll for it. Who's 6? Doxley? Doxley, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's the last.
For charming.
Oh, yep.
Charm.
It is not a charm. It's a different thing.
This is the
Oh.
last
Oh.
person.
No, it's another cool, fun thing.
Here we go. Oh, wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Yeah.
16.
That will save.
Oh
my god. Some of those eyes.
Lord.
And Doxley looks away, and you feel sort of a pulse of necrotic energy wash over you.
Doxley
Room
looks
goes
shocked.
quiet. All right, that's the creature's turn. Illien.
Okay. CNTC. He's still suffocating technically, yeah? Or like what's happening there?
Yes.
Yo, what's going on in that throat?
Yes.
So I'm gonna pull him out. I'm gonna
Okay.
pull him out.
Give me your strength saving throw.
All right. Here we go. Not great, but an 18.
18 will still do it. Yep,
Okay.
it's still gonna do
Thank
it. Yep.
you. Thank you,
So
sir.
with his sort of bones still around TC, you reach down, and you literally the hand like separates at the wrist there, and then you pull it free from TC.
All right, buddy. I'm gonna pop out my healing potion I have on hand and administer that.
Right. Bonus action healing potions, baby. 2024.
Roll for it.
No,
You roll.
got
You
roll,
roll,
baby. You
yep.
roll. I ain't
Plus
fucking
4.
touching dice.
Okay, 10 HP back.
Okay, I like that.
And then with my full movement, I'm gonna try to grab him and move half my speed away from the thing. Is it worth trying to pull you away?
Probably not.
He'll just teleport maybe.
You would also get an attack of opportunity if you pull him more than 5 feet away from this creature.
Yeah. Okay. In that
You
case,
get forced movement. I wouldn't get opportunity.
Yes, that's true. Yep.
Okay.
You could. Yeah.
no.
I don't know if we
I'm just gonna
need
stick
that 25 damage getting pumped out on anybody right now.
here.
really.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll just stick by TC then, and yeah, that's it.
All right, TC, you're up.
So, I'm no longer exhausted.
No longer exhausted. You are prone. You got knocked down.
Prone. I'm gonna first use a healing surge.
Okay, so that is an action now.
Oh, it's a full
Remember,
action.
yeah, it's not bonus. Bonus potions, bonus healing surge action.
What am I gonna get out of this? I'm not gonna get enough out of it to keep myself. I'm gonna,
Yourself up.
Yeah, to keep myself up.
Well, sometimes he does spread it, but you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, do your thing.
I'm gonna once again it's a bonus action to steady aim here with my short sword. No, I'm gonna do a flat roll.
Are you getting up?
Yes.
Great, because then you can't stay.
then I
You can
can't.
stay down and steady
Definitely
aim,
gonna
or
get
you
up.
can get up.
Definitely
Yeah.
gonna get up. So that's half my movement.
Right.
And then, yeah, going for a short sword hit here.
Great.
Go.
Natural 20.
There we go.
Feel the healing potion.
Okay, so this is, oh my god, I get to double my
Get
sneak
to crit
attack
your sneak
because
attack.
I got people there. Okay,
Let's go.
so I'm doubling those and I'm doubling the,
Nice.
holy shit,
that's
level
a lot of
7 sneak
dice,
attack
baby.
is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, d6. Okay, what I will do though is I'm gonna sacrifice one of these to do my cunning action, not cunning action, cunning strike, withdraw. Which lets me move half of my movement
Without provoking.
without
I
which
put
is
it on that sheet if you need to.
yeah, but the thing is like it doesn't matter how much movement I have left. I think is the key. As long as my speed isn't like halved, it's not using movement.
Sure, is that what it
Yeah.
says? Sorry, I don't have. You have the like cunning strike.
That's nice.
Immediately after the attack, you move up to half your speed without provoking
Yes,
opportunity.
your speed is still your regular speed.
Nice.
So
Okay, yeah.
What is
So
it, 15 feet of movement away?
yeah, 96.
Oh,
Please, please. I need this so much.
Let's go.
That's
Okay,
a lot.
okay,
That's a lot of good
that's,
numbers.
That's a lot of dots.
Wow. That'd be sick.
36.
36
Wow.
damage.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Give me a perception check there.
Ooh, okay. I can do that. Definitely. 19.
19. As this creature's sort of getting blasted apart on one side, you just hear some of the whispers and wails that are kind of coming out from some of its spectral energy that's holding this creature together. And you hear it say, "It should have been me." It's delusional.
Okay,
Middle
so
child's-
I'm going to use that 15 movement to get away from it,
You
kind of down the
may.
hallway there a little bit. You know, it's moaning about something about it should have been him. It should have been it. I don't know
Well,
what
it's
to
about
say.
to be.
Val, because you're right there next to Landry's body, as TC's shouting that, you see the first signs of movement from Landry that you've seen this far. You see his lips moving. And he's like muttering, should have been me, over and over again. So
What?
it seems like the spirits, like he's almost like sort of listening, communicating to them a little bit there, just back and forth.
Okay. That is my crazy turn.
All right, Val, you're up.
Good churn.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
So you're right here, right next to Landry.
If I circle around, is that provoke opportunity attack?
You're
Am
not
I
within
far
5 feet.
enough?
Yep.
Yeah, so I think I want to be able to hit him, so I'll go around to Monty's left.
Over on this side?
Yeah.
Great. Call that like 2 feet of movement as you circle around. Great.
I'm gonna go for 2 attacks.
All right.
Unnatural 20.
That will definitely hit.
Nice.
Yep.
Let's go.
That's 5. Attacking, second
Great.
attack.
Excellent.
Yes.
It's a nat 1, so that's not gonna do it.
Okay.
Flurry of blows.
Great. 2
Nice.
extra
Let's go.
unarmed strikes.
Let's go.
Excellent.
22.
Hits.
Nice.
9.
Excellent.
Okay.
That's not gonna hit. That's 2.
Pieces of this creature.
Nice.
Like the winds in the room.
It's 14 damage.
The winds are slowing in the room
Here we go.
And now, for those of you sort of on this end of the room here, you can start to hear also Landry sort of, and you hear like little snippets of something that Lamont sounds familiar because they were recited very recently. In dark there's light, in dark there's light. Like pieces of that prayer. Colin will guide you in fear, there's love. He's like quickly, very rapidly going through some of the prayer that he was trying to recite from before.
Do I
It
have...
seems like a little bit of the grip of these sort of spirits are loosening on Landry.
Let's go.
You don't have it. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay. That's gonna take us to Lamont.
More just reckless attacks. Just constantly just hacking away this thing over and over. Okay, that's an 18.
That will hit, yes.
Okay, so that one is gonna be 12, 16 thunder damage on the first attack. Constitution save.
I love the tenacity.
May as well.
Just swing enough
14?
time. Oh! Yeah, that makes it.
Wow.
God.
That's like close to as low as
Man. Yeah, this guy's. Who would have figured this guy would be all Constitution? Okay, 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Yeah, see?
That's 3. No. 11 damage.
11 damage,
11
and Lamont,
damage.
after a slow start, your time to shine.
Okay.
Show us how it's done.
Yes! Oh my god.
How do you finish it?
Just to, I think, the first strike through kind of cleaves like a path, like some bone breaks away and leaves like sort of a gap.
Misty,
And then at that
those
point-
sort of, those tendrils.
And I just kind of step into it and just drive like into the center of the...
And as because TC was like the last one that attacked, that bony hand's like reaching out, and you watch it like piece by piece, like disintegrate, and then all the bones scatter across the floor there.
Yeah. You're right. TC, you're right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's get out of this basement. Is this guy okay? Grab.
Can I head over to him and try to help him? Like, do a medicine check on him, see if he's
Sure,
okay?
give me a medicine check.
DC's like slumped against the
thing.
It's only an 8.
It's difficult to tell. It seems like it's not just a physical affliction. Like his mind is recovering a little bit. He's muttering. It's sort of he's alive. He's not sort of like on the brink of death, but it seems like he needs a little time that isn't just like you get the sense that like giving him a healing potion isn't gonna make him just spring to. He's exhausted. He's mentally spent. Like he needs a little recovery time.
Mm-hmm. He's alive, but seems to be he needs a little bit more than a healing potion. Shall we get him out of here?
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, I think so. Val, are you good?
Yeah. Everybody okay?
Okay.
Yeah, TC, I'm kneeling down by TC. Checking you up. Yeah, you're okay? Took some big hits. Breathing some bones. Get that out of there, you know?
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I get for letting your sister put a giant target on the middle of my chest.
How is this my fault?
I don't think that monster was thinking about that.
I can't.
He's teasing.
I can't.
All right.
All right, let's...
It's last. Gotta be cringe.
Is there a safe place for us to take him? I think as I shrink back down to hobgoblin size.
Anything safer than this, but let's just get him out of here and talk about where our next place is. We go to the Paramount. I don't care.
Okay.
I mean, would
We
Blaylock,
go to
do I think
Blaylock. We
Blaylock
should
would be
bring
able
him
to
to
do
Blaylock.
anything?
He's a medic. I mean, he's similar to. I mean, Annabel doesn't know this, but like Morna rested up there, and he was able to like tend to her. Well, even if like he can't like spring him back, like he can make sure that nothing else ill befalls him.
I ain't
We'll
a
go to
doctor. Blaylock might be the guy. He's the doc in town. I think he's a good feller. So I hear.
Yeah.
All right. I'm happy to like help try to pick this guy up a little bit.
I'll
I'm
got
just
him?
little.
You've got big arms.
I do
Oh,
got big
all right,
arms.
You guys do
Why don't you
it.
get over here?
Okay, cool.
Just Let's go between us.
All right. And I can kind of go and try to lead the way towards the thing.
Oh, it's still day. Ugh.
Step back out, and you give a look over because you saw this last time, and in the window there.
I'm gonna pull my hood up a little bit so that you know.
Still on the side. She doesn't kind of come out or anything, but you can see.
Do we all see her?
You saw Annabelle sort of look and then sort of cover, so then you look over. Yeah, you can see someone kind of in the window there.
Give a wave. I'll put him in one of... All right, and then we'll move on.
Doxley will turn at the doors to the cellar and look her dead in the eye and with her boot. Flip one over. Flip the other over.
I follow Illien's gaze and see her. Just give her the biggest shit-eating grin. Just charmed.
see her like disappear.
Really antagonize that old lady. Everybody gave her a
Let's
finger.
make moves.
Yeah.
Annabelle has her like face covered. She's like, let's make moves over to Blaylock. He's on the other side of the river.
Let's do it.
Start to carry Landry over in the direction of the Little Hook Apothecary, Blaylock's place of residence. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's episode.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And perhaps
When Landry comes to, a little bit of you did see in that moment there was a moment where it seemed like Landry for a briefest couple of seconds got to do what he came to do, which it seemed like he was communicating with it, like with some of the spirits, like, and you're hoping as you're taking his body over there that he's gleaned something, that he got a little something about sort of why the spirits were so restless here, what's sort of antagonizing them, what's causing them to be so offended.
talk to me.
So, yeah, as he's sort of muttering and you're taking him over, you sort of look at him and
Seen an airplane.
a little bit of hope after sort of walking in and seeing him lying on the floor when you first saw him. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Man.
250 pit points
Whoa,
on the
we did
dot.
250?
Wow, that was fast, guys. That was
Big
what,
boy.
3 rounds?
That was
That was pretty quick. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice job.
It's like 30 seconds down there.
Wow. Hey, join us for Notch and Soda.
Hey!
Soda, yeah,
soda.
please do.
We'll put it to rest what happened to TC there at the end and
Yeah.
why he wasn't massive damage.
I know, I got people, they really want you massive damage.
I know.
They're
Isn't
like-
it bad enough that I go down?
Oh my god, I know, guys.
Although
Oh,
it's
was it
like-
just short or something?
That's like the worst
What?
thing.
Was it just short?
It would have, but like again, we talked about this. If you get down, that's the
Oh yes,
like
one of the
we
results.
didn't
You don't have to roll on the
yes,
table
if you
because
get
you're
down by.
Yeah.
Cheers, everybody. Whoa.
Yeah, okay, really
Cheers,
quick, because
cheers,
people are being
cheers. Oh,
super
right.
generous during the show. And Dio subscribed. If you stick around for Notch and Soda, we're going to do a sub-only stream and talk about the episode.
Yeah.
Orchidio did 20 bits, Total by Smallbird 20 bits, Orchido did fucking, oh my god,
wasn't typing
36, 50. You did,
doing
oh
a
my
ton of
god.
That's gotta be a
You
couple-
did a lot of bits.
Were they all like individuals?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
cut to add them
for
up.
like rolls and stuff. So thank you
Incredible.
so much.
Thank
Lisa
you
resubscribed.
so much.
Sterling Compton resubscribed. Orchido, you're just out of control. Ali Slayer 100 bits. I hope your chickens are well.
That's a great Twitch name.
What?
I hope your chickens are well.
Oh no.
they have chickens.
They have chickens.
Oh, okay.
I hope your chickens are well. My new
Ooh,
Twitch username.
Yeah, you just snatched that one up quick.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
My God.
Oh my
Thank
god.
you so much.
Oh,
Stick
yeah,
around.
stick
More
stick
fun to come.
Yeah.
We'll chat. We'll talk. We'll
Join
play
us in the-
some. We'll play some games and have some
Yeah.
fun.
I've got some clips
and,
planned, but once again, you're only going to be able to see us as we like get settled in for Twitch.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break. Just grab a drink and a snack. You'll be able to see but not hear. Is that?
Yeah,
that's
see
still
but not
good?
hear.
Yeah, you'll be able
Yeah.
to see but not hear. And then we'll refresh the stream when we get back. So stick around. More to
Yeah, we're gonna
come.
refresh.
Let's go.
Oh.